Welcome to the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Ashwaubenon Bowling Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin. Welcome to the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Ashwaubenon Bowling Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin. Welcome to the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Ashwaubenon Bowling Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin. Welcome to the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management, by TD Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm Youth Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Ashwaubenon Bowling Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin. Welcome to the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Ashwaubenon Bowling Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin. Welcome to the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin, presented by Storm Bowling, brought to you by Cool Wick, official apparel merchandiser of the Storm Youth Championships, by PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18, and by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy. By Pinwheel.us, Customer Relationship Management. By TD Transportation. And by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, live from Ashwaubenon Bowling Center in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin.
Good morning. We are live from Green Bay, Wisconsin. We are at the Ashwaubenon Bowling Alley, and we are here for the major tournament of the 2026 Storm Youth Championship season. We're excited to watch more than 170 bowlers compete this weekend. They're finishing up some final announcements for the bowlers.
Give all these bowlers a great round of applause and send them off. Wish everyone good luck to bowling.
We have 177 bowlers this weekend competing. Lots of first-time SYC bowlers, and we're excited to watch them all compete. Good morning, Mike Sinek. How are you doing?
I am great. How are you doing?
I am doing great. I was just looking for a pair. So the pair we are watching, the main pair, 41 and 42, we've got Connor Delk, Garrett Beyer, ex-Ingles, SYC champion, Caleb Crow, and Oliver Harms. Those are the bowlers we are watching in front of us.
Very cool.
We've got some cool stories, like Mr. Garrett here, who is up. I pulled up his bio. We're going to start with him. Garrett is from Baraboo, Wisconsin. Bowls at Thunderbird Lanes and 10-Pin Alley. He's 14 years old, but get this. First SYC, but he's already bowled on TV every.
Wow.
He bowled in the 2024 PBA LBC Clash. He was a champion, so he competed at Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine, and he had only been bowling less than a year when he went and bowled on there.
I thought he looked familiar when I was talking to him earlier. That's awesome.
Yep, he loves to fish. He loves to play basketball. He's won multiple pageants from the age of 3 to 6. He has won a one-eared golden retriever, Noodles Van Gogh. I love that.
That's
and
awesome.
Wants to say hello to all his family and friends, Ryan Matthew with Spareware and $2 Phil. And he does have a message for Belmo. Hello, Belmo. Thank you for the advice and encouragement at each pro-am, but keep your eyes on me. I'm coming for you.
That's cool.
Yeah, cool.
That's awesome.
So, and unfortunately, I think he's the only one that filled out a bio on this pair. But thank you. That's a good one to have. So let's see. Actually, I think I do have one for X. I should. Ex-Ingles, Wayland, Michigan. Bowls at Wayland Rock and Bowl. He's 14 years old. He won the 2024 SYC Super Slam, so he's back to defend that title.
Very nice.
He treats Uno as if it's an Olympic sport. Wants to say hello to grandmas, aunts, and anyone else watching.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, so that's our main pair. You can see bowlers to the right and left. On 39 and 40, we have Tristan Kalaki, Joseph Martika, Landon Jennings, Bo Long, Lucas Ronski, and Monte Waymeyer Jr. And on 43 and 44, we have Louis Cloud, Joseph Anderson, Caleb Boykin, Lawson Shearbeck, Thomas Alt, and Nehemiah Kiefer. So those are the bowlers.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Like, what pattern are we bowling on this one?
So we are on the Super Slam short pattern. Say that 3 times real fast.
Nope.
So this is our short pattern, 37 feet, 25.6 mils of oil, which is considered medium by today's standards.
Yes.
2.65 to 1 ratio, which means it's going to be hard. Basically, the oil lines are at 6, 8, and 11. 6, 8, 9, and 11. So it's built more around a second arrow launch through the first half of the lane. The middle part of the lane is very flat, so you're not going to see too many players being successful playing to the left of even 11. You may see somebody swing it to that point, but you're not going to see a whole lot of success there. The oil pattern itself of 37 feet is oiled only 23 feet down the lane. The rest is what's called buff. This could be a relatively low-scoring pattern. We'll see how it develops. A lot of urethane for the higher rev players. We do follow the PBA 78 hardness rule, so you won't see any pitch blacks or anything like that, but lots of really good bowlers. This will be a tougher pattern. This is a good test for spare shooting. This is a good test for fundamentals. So yeah, this should be fun. I'm looking forward also to seeing what the scoring pace on our live stream pair is. We've had the good, we've had the bad. You take them both, and there you have the facts of life. So.
We're live streaming at a different place in Ashwaubenon. The last time we live streamed at the low end, so we shall see where we end up.
Yep.
But shout out to Ashwaubenon. We love coming here. The Ashwaubenon Bowling Alley, the Orvis family owns this facility, and Matt and Ryan are always around to help.
Matt, Ryan, Cody, the whole world.
Cody's here this time, yeah.
Yep.
Great tournament facility. They host a lot of great tournaments.
Major events.
Yeah. And they have a great restaurant, so if you're just in the area.
Good food. Cheese curds. Cheese curds are spectacular.
Yeah.
I have been cheese curding myself over the last couple of days. It's pretty epically good. So the usual strategy of play on a shorter pattern is to play to the outside. Except on this pattern, you can't really play the gutter per se. You need to play in more around 5-6 board. So you have to move everything in just a little bit. And then just see what develops. When you leave something, make it, and we'll go from there. One thing I do enjoy, Caleb's jersey. Our friends at Coolwick make themed jerseys for each of the SYCs. And because we are in Wisconsin, the land of cheese.
The land of cheese, yes.
We have cheese jerseys. There are many cheese heads. We did a tour the other day of Lambeau Field. Yeah. And pretty much anything you can think of, hat-wise, there's a cheese version of it.
Well, and I think, we had some great partners. As we mentioned, the Orvises earlier, they were able to connect us with some other organizations in Green Bay. So the SYC families were offered a special rate to take a tour of Lambeau Field, which many took advantage of. And they also, last night, we went to the Green Bay Rockers, which is the local baseball team here. And it was a great night. A little rainy, but there was sun in between. And thanks to the Rockers for partnering with the SYC and giving the families a night out at the ballpark.
Yep, that was a fun game. It was fun watching the little kids interact with the baseball players who were all collegiate level baseball players. And getting autographs signed. And one of the best parts about having those smaller baseball leagues is they always have interesting things going on between innings. I haven't seen a game of kick the can in ages, and that was fun. The bat contest where you put your head on a baseball bat and do 10 circles and then try to run.
So funny.
Yes, and then it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And now the kids are ready to bowl this morning. They had a big day of practice yesterday. got a great seminar. Shannon O'Keefe is here this weekend, and she'll be here in the live stream booth a little later today.
Yep.
Nice double by Oliver there.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, Shannon gave an excellent seminar yesterday. Her team just came off of winning the women's national title.
Yes. See Robert Bass. I'm not sure if he asked where is this place before or after we just bragged about Green Bay, but we're in Ashwaubenon, which is right outside of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Outside being like a minute outside of Green Bay. It's like a suburb of Green Bay. If you've never been to Green Bay, Wisconsin, highly recommend visiting.
Yeah, it's not humongous,
Nope.
but it's a nice town.
Yeah, we love it here.
Really nice town. And everything's close. Everything is right near us.
Yeah, one of the parents made an observation that I also had made. Anything, when someone tells you to go somewhere and you put it in your GPS, it's about 7 minutes away at all times. Like, you're 7 minutes away from everything.
Looks like the bowlers on this pair are doing a pretty good job of figuring the pattern out.
I was thinking the same thing here. Oliver here. He's playing exactly where you told him to play. Oh, 10-pin.
A couple of the bowlers have decided to, instead of trying to make their balls hook as much as possible, are actually rolling through the ball and letting it roll forward. It's a great idea.
Spare there.
Missed it 2 ways. Went into the gutter and then shot in front of it. Let's see what Garrett has.
Now, of course, we are at the Super Slam, and that means that we have 2 days of 2 rounds of competition.
Yep.
So we have 20 games, and at the end, there will be All-American team crown, the Storm All-American team.
That is correct. It's an honor to have them, too.
Absolutely. So the youth bowlers are bowling for scholarship funds this weekend. There's 6 different divisions, U12 girls and boys, U15 girls and boys, and U18 girls and boys. And we also have some bowlers that will be bowling their last event in their age division. This is the time of year where junior gold is at the front of everyone's mind, and then moving up to the next age division or grade level is what everyone's talking about.
Yep, that is true. We've also had a lot of chat about college recruitment, where the bowlers looking to go.
Yeah, and we have had a few. We'll see some bowlers today that will move through the pair that have already signed with some schools.
Yeah, the signing process and the recruitment process seems to get earlier every year.
It really does. Nice shot by X singles.
And we were talking to Shannon about that yesterday, and just the restrictions on the coaches for the recruitment is amazing about when you can talk to somebody, how you can talk to somebody. You know, there's
lots of rules.
Lots of rules. Caleb. Let's see what Kohler has going on here. Well, that's not a bad shot. He's trying to roll it end over end. He's got it inside a little. A spare on the backup ball for the spare. A lot of the two-handed bowlers are working on backup balls. Team USA teaches that now. Even for the adult team, if you're a two-hander, they actually encourage folks to work on throwing a backup ball.
Did they really?
Yep.
All right.
It's viable. Anthony Simonson won a tour title throwing a backup ball.
Isn't it funny how the game evolves? I just love it because things that maybe you coached out of people in the past, now that's part of the game. I just love it. Evolution.
I think when two-handed became more of a thing, I think it opened up people's minds to different ways to throw the ball because there's not one way of two-handed bowling either. The way two-handers approach the lane, there's about 6 or 7 different styles per se, without including backup balls. One of my youth bowlers who just graduated high school and is headed off to a bowling scholarship at the University of Indianapolis is a right-handed bowler whose A game is backup.
Yeah.
She throws a backup ball. So we, lay stuff out. And she had some trouble getting coaching initially because people didn't want to work within that style. They kept trying to fix her.
Right.
The funny part is, in the last 2 months, she's worked on throwing it right-handed like you would expect.
Yeah.
As her backup ball.
That is interesting. I grew up with a girl that she threw it that way, and I mean, average 220 doing it.
Because it was funny practicing in my center, and we just discussed it one time. Said, have you ever thought about using it as an alternative strategy? Watching all the good bowlers back it up the other way, and then one day she's practicing, and I'm working the desk, and I'm talking to her dad, and the next thing out of the corner of my eye, I see her ball go down the right side of the lane. I'm like, hey, what? And her two-handed form is really good going the other way. And then there is also an advantage to doing that for the right-handers. When you throw a backup two-handed ball, you do not attack it as hard as you would. Nice shot for Caleb there.
Very nice.
You do not attack the ball as hard as you would when you're throwing down the right side of the lane if you're right-handed. So what you get is a smoother motion off your hand. And the left, by nature, has a little more of what we call a clip, more of a wet dry from side to side and a wet dry from front to back. That was epic, too.
That was a really good little tap Garrett got there. He needed that double, so that was good.
Nice. So throwing that backup ball with a smoother rotation and style blends the pattern out very nicely. It's everybody's mind's open now. Where bowlers track two-handed, how they release the ball is entirely different. When we're mapping access points for bowlers, we have bowlers whose access points are crazy, like 9 down and 1 over, instead of, the traditional, 4.5 over and a quarter up or anything like that. So it's a totally different world, and we've embraced it with how to lay balls out. There's a system from Storm called 2LS, which helps you lay bowling balls out for two-handers. Our next thing that we're working on is trying to get the word out on, since two-handers have a different style release, how to get the pitches right in the fingers so that the bowlers don't hurt their wrists or their elbows. That's a big thing, because the release is new to people who've been drilling balls for 20 years. How to lay a ball out and how to pitch the fingers for a two-handed bowler is different than what we were taught. So there.
I think well said, Mike. Well, we're very well said over there. What I was going to say was, remember how you said that you thought this might be a what did you say? You thought it would be a high scoring or not high scoring?
Not high scoring. I was thinking more of a.
I'm not. I mean, I'm looking around, and there are some not so high scoring pairs, but the pair we're watching, which hopefully this bodes well for the weekend.
Yeah.
Our live stream pair, I'm gonna jinx it completely, aren't I? But they're striking.
Yeah. Yeah. Delk was doing double. We got doubles on the screen.
Louis Cloud, just so right, he's SYC champion. I think what's happening to him is it's just too early.
Yeah.
Like he just seems like he's throwing it a little. He keeps like shaking his head, and I just don't think he's quite woken up yet. Which some of these boys, like I've heard the parents, getting a teenage boy up in the morning is not always as easy.
No.
As others may think.
Sad to say, but it's much easier when you're old. You get up at 5 a.m. no matter what happens.
Yeah. I was awake at 4:30 this morning. I'm like, why? Why?
Yep. X with a really nice shot.
It's great.
Like I said, he's just rolling up the back of the ball, keeping the ball in front of him.
He is. That is exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. Good tip for a lot of players. The ball's going off their hand and not toward the pins. It's usually going slightly away from the pins. You can learn a lesson here. And we will have 4 patterns this weekend. This afternoon is medium number 1. And then Sunday morning, we're going to be on medium number 2, which has an entirely different shape and a different volume and a slightly different length. And then we finish up Sunday afternoon with the long pattern. So 4 different challenges for the players, 5 games per pattern. Challenge for the parents as well. All right, let's see what Garrett has here on lane 41. What a great shot. What a great shot. And even though it looks like he's not swinging it that far, if you watch from directly behind him, he's actually rolling it straight within a small window. Let's watch X on this shot.
Looks a little, got that a little to the right.
Yeah, it got a little out of bounds.
Just a little quick too.
Yep. Now, one of the things we were commenting while watching the practice session yesterday was how the balance of the bowlers has gotten so much better.
So good.
Yeah, over the last year, bowlers are, posting the shot at the foul line. They're in balance. They're on time. It used to be, especially at this age group, you'd see, waving arms and legs and not. I mean, we're seeing bowlers posting shots.
I think it just goes to show, that their coaches are amazing all over the country. And the lowest hanging fruit is being solid at the foul line.
Mm-hmm.
If you can figure out a way to take your approach, and you'll see some two-handers like X here. He does a hop after, but he's still stationary. So he just has a lot of momentum that's carrying him through another step. That's okay, but just repeatability, right?
Yep.
Repeating shots is what's key, and the only way you're going to do that is if you are stationary.
Yep. Well, steady head, balanced finish. Those are basically the 2 things that you look for. Got a tough spare coming up here. 174 for Caleb. 191, Donor. Oliver, trip 4, going into the 10th. Puts him on pace for a 200 game. Here comes Garrett. Garrett's on pace for 240 if he's taken off the sheet. Let's see what happens. Got that a little wide. And up to 10th. Still impressive form for a bowler who's only been bowling, a year plus.
It's so cool. Yeah.
That's one of the things that we've been noticing recently also is U15 PBA Junior Champion Aaron Odajebe, who you'll see this weekend on the live stream. Aaron's only been bowling 2 years, and he's winning at the national level.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can get you can join the sport. I had this conversation also with a mom yesterday, where she told me her youth bowler started bowling in like his junior year of high school.
Okay.
He had to quit some other sports. He had some health conditions, and he got really good in a couple of years. And when he was almost graduating, because you start junior and then his senior year, he's looking at schools, and they were at team trials, and they were talking to another parent, and she was listing all the schools they were applying to, and one of the parents said, none of those have bowling. And the mom told me that they said, well, he just started bowling. Like, he has a lot to catch up on, and he's behind. Like, people have been bowling since they were 5, and the mom was like, no, you don't understand. Like, if your youth bowler can get to, like, the, 170, 180 average, even lower than that on sport condition, don't be afraid to put their name out there. There's so many colleges out there that have bowling teams, and Shannon talked about this in our seminar, that there are places for everyone who wants to bowl at the collegiate level. There's lots of different size teams, different skill levels. Some teams are really focused on winning national championships, while others are focused on, hey, we're here to get an education, and bowling's just our fun, like on the weekends, right?
Club team.
Yeah. So anyway, so this youth bowler now is bowling at Trine University, and she told me, she's like, we never would have thought that was possible without that one conversation. So,
all right, so
super cool.
Yep. Garrett finished with a 226. Oliver Harms 204. X can strike for 214. So this pair, we have some scores. Next door, not looking nearly as good. Next changes balls for the fill. Goes from his IQ Ruby, that looked like a Concept that went down the lane.
Concept is the ball of the tournament this weekend. That was the bowling ball that all the youth bowlers got at check-in.
Yep, that is a very good ball for short and flat conditions. And you can use it, you might even see bowlers using it on the long pattern, because the Concept is a very cover-strong bowling ball, and you can use it. It's not a big sideways ball. It's a ball that you can use inside of a small window. So it's pretty cool. All right, we're wrapping up game 1. I get to go do scores. Our friends at Bowmetrics have taken care of us again this weekend. It is the easiest scoring system I've ever seen for a tournament, especially one this size. We go pair to pair, capture the scores on our phones, upload them instantly. It automatically sorts by age division and bowler division. And you at home can actually keep track of scores. And like I said, for us, it's super easy. We just walk pair to pair, put the scores into Bowmetrics, and there you are. So, no waiting for the absolute last pair to be done for an entire sheet to come out.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, folks, we're going to take a really short break, and we will be back. Actually, it might be a longer break. This pair we first watched had 5 bowlers, so it probably will be 5 to 10 minutes before we're back at you.
Yeah, they're in the 10th.
So we will be right back. All right, we are back. We got some new bowlers in front of us. We have on this pair, we're watching Sebastian Vetter, Madden Alley, Jake Lau, Elliot Gordon, Samuel Moss, and Donovan Shura. Let's see if we have some bios. Sebi Vetter here. He's up on the right lane. He's from Oaklawn. He bowls at Bolero Mount Prospect, Illinois. 16 years old. He loves the competition, especially since bowling in the 18U. He loves NBA 2K, and he wants to say hello to his mom, dad, grandma, and his dogs, Blue and Clark. Jake Lau here. He is a huge NBA fan, and his team just won the NBA championship, and he went to the parade in New York City a couple days ago. He bowls at Levittown Lanes. He's 18 years old. He also bowls at Trine University, and he made it to IGC with his college team. He was born on Christmas, and he wants to say hello to his mom, dad, and his dogs. And I am joined by my special guest, Terry McKinney.
Morning, Blair.
Hi, Terry.
Hi.
Terry, thanks for joining us again at the SYC. You are from this area.
Yeah, actually, my parents owned a bowling alley about a half hour south of here. So for, I guess, only 1 year I was there while I was in high school, my senior year. But, yep, definitely know Wisconsin pretty well.
Yeah, you were showing us all up at the baseball game last night because we're all huddled under the covering, and you're out in the rain like, guys, this isn't that bad.
It was a warm rain, so
Yeah.
And it looked like it was going to finish soon. So
It did. It did finish soon. So we're watching some U18 boys in front of us. I was pulling up some bios. We introduced a couple of them, but how impressive are these kids?
it is crazy impressive. It's almost embarrassing for when I grew up and thought we were all that. And, we were pretty good maybe. Some of us are really good for
Now,
our age.
we have to tell the fans at home, you are really, really good, Terry.
Oh, not compared to these kids, though. You watch them. I think every kid here has twice my rev rate, and then throws it smoother than me, with more speed. It's almost unfair. And then especially when you get to the younger kids, you watch some 12-year-old kid with that just lays the ball down on the lane and with a 450 rev rate.
It's unfair.
It gives me a lot of confidence for the future of bowling, though.
100%, I agree with that. Although I do always ask the U18 boys, all they need to do is each donate like 1 rev to me, and then I'd get better. So I'll ask again, like what?
That makes sense.
Right?
That would be good.
1 each, and then I'd increase my rev rate to be normal.
I've tried that with some of the local kids, and they just laugh at me as they take my money. It's like, no, I'm just going to beat you up.
Yeah, I guess they want to keep all their revs. They need them, but no, you're right. You keyed into a great point, and the speed and just what they can do on the lanes is amazing. As we see Henry there, he
throwing it back up.
Yeah, and Mike was just in the booth talking about how Team USA has started to teach the bowlers on that team how to throw back up, so that's just another tool in their arsenal they can bring out in a tournament.
Henry likes to post a lot online, and he's got some haters on his that are always posting too. I'm not sure if they're just giving him a hard time. They might be friends giving him a hard time, but they call him a cheater or whatever. And I got on there. I said, this kid throws his backup ball better than I throw my first ball.
Yeah.
And yeah, just amazing what they do.
Yeah, so Elliot here, that's a 3-bagger for him. He's an SYC champion, multi-time, out of Columbus, Ohio. He won junior gold last year.
That's always good on a resume.
Unbelievable. Junior gold, it's coming up, so we are all the kids are talking about it. All the parents are talking about it. They're starting to build their arsenals. A lot of them got concepts at this tournament because that was the ball
Good timing.
of the tournament, right? And many of them are going to check that into their arsenal for junior gold. But that is one of the it's the biggest youth event in the world, and it is one of the toughest to win. Just because of the multi-day, you just don't know who you're going to be paired with. You don't know the patterns. It's incredible what kids can do there.
Yeah, you need a little bit of luck with a lot of skill.
Yeah.
You got to be able to not fry on any day.
Yeah, and this is great shot by Samuel there. This is very much it's the last tournament that we run before junior gold, and it's a good prep for him, right? 4 different patterns, 2 days. You're really gonna have that final test of what final things do I need to work on in the next month before I step onto the approach at junior gold.
Yeah, you really should be almost using this as your junior gold. You should be, for this tournament, you should be ready for junior gold before you go to it.
Yeah, right? Trying to use that arsenal, see if they all work.
Yep.
I agree with that.
This is a junior gold site last year. I mean,
it was, yeah.
You should be making all your spares. I talked to a girl walking by after game 1, and who is one of the champs from the junior pro or PBA junior champs.
Yeah.
And she goes, I kind of missed 2 spares. It's like, kind of? It's like, yeah, don't miss those.
Yeah,
but
you can't miss.
She's still at 190 game though.
So Jake here, he didn't start bowling until his end of sophomore year of high school, junior year, and he's bowling at Trine now. So just a short amount of time, he's really improved a lot.
Yeah, he throws the ball nice.
Yeah. Let's see if we have any other bios. U18 boys, I don't know if you know this about them or not, but they don't like to fill out bios. They're like, we don't care what you say about us.
Yeah, they don't like to respond to emails either.
Yeah, right? You do know.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm out. I think I got 2, and I should just be happy with the 2 that I got.
Yeah, they like to be on live stream though.
Oh, love it.
You have to tell them, you get to be on live stream if you fill out your ballot or your
I know, bio, yeah.
bio.
I even gave a ball away at one tournament and we didn't get any more. I'm like, are you kidding, guys? Like, what do I need to do?
Yep.
Good shot by Matt in there.
A lot of good shots out here.
Yeah, there really are.
Some pretty good scores from first game. Madden had a great score.
Yeah.
First game.
Aaron Odejebe here on the left, he just delivered the ball. What lane is that? They took my lane numbers down. They normally are on the big screen. I think that's... Anyway, to the left, Aaron. He's PBA junior. He was one of the champions last weekend at one of the PBA junior events.
I only looked at the girls because I know the 2 girls, so I didn't really. Yeah. Well, I guess Joss was one of them too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Aaron here, yeah.
Wow.
He's having a rough start to his game. I have another fun fact when Ridgely Potter Jr. comes back to the right lane on the pair next to us. I'm pretty sure that's 37 and 38. This is a really good test.
The lanes, do they not have the sign up? So I was talking.
Normally on the strip at the bottom, but the screens aren't on. I'm going to have to ask Matt.
They're having some issues. They just did a big update.
Okay.
Cubica did, and there's a little glitch in it. They're hoping that they can
straighten
it out between sets.
Okay.
Yeah, I asked Mr. 900 at the desk, how's things going from your viewpoint? Well, other than this little glitch, everything's fine.
Yeah, they had it up yesterday. It looked great, so.
It's amazing what an athletic kid learning to bowl can do in a couple years.
Right.
It looks like he's been bowling for about 5 or 6 or more. Really smooth and clean at the line.
Yeah. Sebi's another one. He's been bowling for a long time, but he took a break and played some basketball in between, and then he came back, and it was like nothing. He lost nothing. Took him a month to get back into it. Oh, to be young, right, Terry?
Yes. Oh, to be young. I practice a lot only to try to keep some of my muscle memory, where these kids they can bowl once a month and then still have it.
Yeah.
As you get older, it goes away. I think I coach against Sebi, and we bowl the Michigan Cup next weekend,
Okay.
where we got Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, and Illinois
Yeah,
all bowling.
I love that tournament. I think that's a fun one.
Yeah, I know. I've got probably six or 8 kids that will be bowling for Wisconsin here.
Oh, cool. Well, they're practicing and getting some work in, so they'll be ready to go for you.
Yeah, it'll be perfect.
Yeah. Terry, you also coach at the collegiate level. Do you want to give a shout out?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. I coach Viterbo in La Crosse, Wisconsin. We're an NAI school. We've got I'm the head coach for the men's and women's program. We've got a couple talented kids on the team, or super talented kids. We've got a bunch of talented kids on the team, but Emily Neubauer's first team All-American last year. We've gone to nationals 2 out of her 3 years individually. One of the top girls in the country. And our men's team had their best finish ever at sectionals last year. So
awesome. Yeah, you're doing great work with the kids. Thanks for all you do. And a lot of these kids are trying to find their next home. And, we were talking with Shannon yesterday in her seminar, and then prior to, just the biggest thing kids need to know is there's so many different levels of college bowling. And there's a place for you where if you want to bowl in college, you can find a place that you'll love and you'll excel at. And, some people get hung up on the schools you hear about a lot, but there's other schools out there that are great and great homes, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We bowl against, in our conference, we have some club teams in there and some NAIA teams, that give a little bit more scholarship and stuff. One of the kids, I recruited him, but he's an engineering degree.
Yeah.
And we got a school, Platteville, UW Platteville, really great engineering program. They're a club sport, but he's still bowling a lot of the tournaments that we bowl.
Yeah.
But he's getting his engineering degree.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, and that's the first thing you talk to the kids about. It's like, okay, what do you want to go to school for?
Right.
And then it's great if they say, oh, we want to go, marketing, or we got a really great nursing program.
Yeah.
So it's fun if one of the kids wants to go into nursing, because then I can really push our program hard.
Yeah.
But first thing is get your school in, because after whatever loans you have to take out and everything, you want to be able to pay them off.
Yes, you do. Yeah, it's true. College is not getting any cheaper.
No. And you don't want... Oh, Henry. Henry just came up a little bit high there for the 6-pin.
Yeah, so Ridgely here to the left of your screen when you're watching, he just went to two-handed. He's been a one-handed bowler for a very long time. Actually made some TV shows at Junior Gold bowling one-handed, and recently made the decision that he wanted to try to go two-handed. And we were joking with him in the tournament office, because some people have been giving him a hard time, as they do, right? Like, why are you doing this? What are you doing? Especially at home. And I told him yesterday, I go, why don't you just tell him that, hey, Darren did it. He did okay. Because,
Yep.
I mean, it's like, I don't get the bullying and all the judgment. Like, let people do what they want, as Elliot strikes again for a 6-bagger here. Like, it's no big deal.
Yep, pretty calm there.
But anyway, so Ridgely, he's trying something new. He's been doing it for a few months. He's struggling a little bit this game, but I'm sure the short pattern, when you go from one-handed to two-handed, that's probably the one that's going to be pretty tricky for you.
Yeah, definitely. If any kid asks me, should I bowl one-handed or two-handed, I'm usually happy to say, oh, I would go two-handed.
Yeah, right.
when I took over the Viterbo team 3 years ago, I had 7 guys, and they're all one-handed. And this year, my starting team was all two-handed.
Oh, nice. Yeah, love
so-
that.
And that wasn't anything on me. It's just as our team got more competitive, the better bowlers were two-handed.
Right. So Chris Prather worked with us last month in Connecticut, and I loved his answer because this comes up all the time. Like, should I go one-handed? Should I go two-handed? So Chris said that when he's working with players and they ask him, should I go two-handed? He said, are you having fun? He always answers with that. And then either they say yes or they say no. And then he said, well, do you have more fun bowling one-handed or two-handed? And whichever one they say, because he says, he's like, I probably would have bowled one-handed regardless because I have more fun bowling one-handed. I've tried two-handed. It's not fun for me. So I thought that was a really good way to ask kids, when they're younger, when they're little, like whatever they have fun doing, let them do it. And then if it changes along the way, that's okay. They can always go back and forth. These kids are so resilient now. So yeah, I think whatever they want to do, whatever they have fun doing.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point.
Yeah.
That was always taught. My mom was the youth bowling coach when I grew up, but the first rule of bowling she taught everybody was to have fun. And I've stuck by that for the last 50 years. But if you're not having fun, then you're doing it wrong.
Absolutely. Yeah. Got some friends in the chat here. Trey's mom, Sam. What's up, Sam? We miss you guys at the SYCs. They're in Reno. Trey's bowling in Reno this weekend, so they can't come and say hi. And then we got Sharonda Struthers, which I don't know where Kai is. This is a big bowling center, and I have not seen Kai yet. So he'll probably be here later. But I don't see him in the near vicinity, but we're missing you this weekend too. I know Joss and his mom are taking good care of Kai this weekend.
That's a really neat part about this community. It's like, oh, hey, I can't make it this weekend. Can you take my kid with you? And it's
no big deal, right?
No.
Like they do it, and yeah, the kids are doing it. It's so good.
And some of them are some pretty big trips.
For sure, yeah. We also had a lot of people had some travel issues yesterday getting here, or Thursday. Flights canceled. I know Brady McDonough, they got in really late last night, had some travel stuff, so.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear his name because I didn't see him yesterday. And then I'm thinking, he's been bowling this for about 10 years. How can he still be in it? And but this is his last tournament?
This is, yeah, very last one. He's going off to Wichita, and it'll be weird. Some of these kids have been doing it for a very long time. They've been bowling these for, gosh, since they were little. So
Yeah, him and Joss. And
yeah.
Joss has one more year, right?
Joss has one more year. Kai, I think this is his last tournament. Sharonda, you can correct me. I'm pretty sure it is. I think he's moving on. I was trying to, it looked like we had a spammer in our chat too. I'm trying to find him. Coming for you.
Yeah. People should have better things to do.
I'm telling you, go spam someone else's live stream. These are kids.
And Elliot with is that 8 or 7? 8.
That is
Nice.
8. Amazing.
So the righty, Henry, comes over to watch how Elliot's throwing. And like they're playing the same line.
Yeah.
Bowling's definitely changed.
It is evolving, that's for sure.
yeah.
Well, I can't find the comment, so don't click any links if you don't know the person. So.
So will the kids cross all the pairs today for every shift?
I think Leanne tries. I know they're skipping 2 and then skipping 3 and alternating so that they don't have the same people that they're following. We get that feedback quite a bit. Like, try to change it up every couple games. But throughout the weekend, they will definitely cross the whole house. And they don't hit a pair twice, which is
just like
very important.
Ron Moore runs his tournaments.
Yeah.
You bowl on every lane, and you, he spent a lot of time getting that thing sorted out.
Well, Leanne, the Hall of Famer, the bowling is very important to her, and she spends a lot of time on those lane assignments and crosses and just trying to make sure that it's as fair as it possibly can be.
From a bowler standpoint.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, she gets it. She understands it.
Yeah, that's nice.
For sure.
We had one of our local lanes. Some of the non-bowler personnel in the house were kind of running a tournament, and it was kind of weird. They just didn't get the concept of a bowler.
It's very tough to balance that for tournament operators, and you want to make sure that you have as fair a field as you possibly can.
Yep.
Some things you can't avoid. We hear a lot, obviously, the different age divisions. Excuse me. That sneeze came out of nowhere.
Which is that mute button for that?
The red. The red mute.
Which one's mine?
This one's you.
Okay.
Yeah, just
in case I got a cough or something.
Yeah, I understand. Anyway, so, at Junior Gold, they bowl in the same divisions in the same house of only their gender, only their division. That's just not possible in a tournament like this. So you're crossing between different divisions, different genders.
Yeah, and it's not always fun to follow, for the U12 girls to follow the 18 boys.
Right.
But
you know what's funny? You did it. You said it exactly right, because U15 girls, U12 girls, when they're following the U18 boys, but we hear a lot from some of the U18 boys that may be following a U12 pair, and we're like, hey guys, they don't like following you either. Like, same thing. I get it, and it's just part of the environment. Are we gonna? What's gonna happen?
I don't know. I'm after watching the last few shots, I'm thinking he's going to get a couple more.
All right. We're not going to say it. We're going to try not to cloud Mr. Elliott.
Oh no, we can.
You guys
cloud
have been paying attention. You can figure it out.
I don't believe in that clouding.
You don't? You don't believe in it?
Nope. I like to videotape people that can shoot a 300, and
if it happens, it happens.
I do it a lot of times, and I say, hey, I got a video of that, and bowling a regional or something like that. Because no one videotapes them, and they love to send it. So
for sure.
Just friend them on Facebook, send it to them, and next thing you know, they're posting it.
Yeah.
Even though they're 50-some years old and had some 300s. But
hey, I don't think a 300 ever gets old.
I hope not. If it is, you're not having fun.
I just had that. My boyfriend bowled 300 a couple weeks ago in league, and he goes, I really didn't think I was gonna have another one. And he bowled a lot when he was a youth bowler and everything.
How old is your boyfriend?
30, I don't know. He has a birthday in a couple weeks. 34.
I say that once in a while too, but there's a big difference in age. I've got him by 25 years.
Yeah. So, but when you're not bowling as much, you bowl more than us, Terry.
Not much.
I know, you're coaching and you have a lot going on. All right, here we go.
I am thankful for each one I get now, more so than I was probably for a while.
Yeah. We've got Aaron Odejebe over here filming.
Yeah, that one carried nicely.
Elliott's a great bowler. Like we said earlier, he's a junior gold champion. He's from Columbus, Ohio.
Of all places.
Shout out to my friends there. I know that Jason Lundquist drills his equipment, so very proud of this young man.
When I coached, after I bowled college, I coached UW lacrosse for 4 years, and our girls team went to nationals, and it was in Columbus.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, we could go to some exotic place, but they rolled out the red carpet for the teams.
Yeah,
they had
Columbus is
representatives. Great. Yeah, it was great. Come on, Elliot. One more. That looked pretty good.
That's a great
Boom.
shot.
Oh, those last two were high flush. Nice.
I think Elliot also has committed. I want to say he committed to Wichita.
Oh
I think
my.
he's another shocker.
Is this his last year too? Leanne was giving me a rundown of a few of the kids.
I don't want to be wrong because I've known them for so long.
Maybe we'll find out in the
It's
chat.
either someone knows. Someone who knows. Marcy would know. Marcy McDonough's hanging out with us. Brady's going. Is Elliot going next year or is he the year after? And I'm gonna stand up and film too here.
It's getting quiet in here. Hope you don't do the black cloud thing with that filming. Come on, get up.
Oh, I clouded. What a great game by Elliot, though. $297. Let's see what he was at after game one. Oh, is that a running total?
Looks like he had 200 first at the game,
Okay.
game one, I think. Sebi with the ball change.
Yeah, so scores are pretty high for the short pattern, but Elliot did have 200, and he was in 23rd place. He was the last bowler with even or better. So there were 23 U18 boys that had a 200 game in game one. Leading after game one was Jacob with 250. Jacob Fox, 256. Then we had Nathan Hatfields plus 44 and Tyler Williams plus 36. Of course, it's game one, so anything can happen. But that's a lot of plus for a short pattern. So
Yeah, especially for game one. Maybe they broke him down on their pair
yeah,
smartly.
Samuel here is having a great game too. Sharonda says yes, Elliot is going this year. Thank you. I knew someone would know. It's really hard. We were talking to Shannon about this. It's hard to keep track because the kids are signing earlier and earlier now. So I used to be able to go, okay, yeah, they're going next year. But now it's like they're signed in 3 years later. They're going to the schools. So
Yeah, Rush Steen is going there too, and talked to him. They just wanted, I don't want to say get it over with, but you know,
yeah,
just they knew that that's where they were going to go and made the commitment. And
it's a very grueling process. I from the parents and kids side, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of things to weigh, and you're making a big decision. It's
unfortunately, it can be a really big decision. One thing though I've noticed is you could choose about, let's say you had 5 schools that were really good with all the criteria that you needed. You're going to really make some good friends there.
yes.
And so all 5 are probably a really good decision. There might not be one that's so much better than the others.
I agree with that. I think it also is a personal decision. No one really can tell you the right answer, and I think sometimes you depend on people to tell you what to do, and you just have to make it whatever feels right. That's the one you should go with, and then just trust it. And like you said, I mean, my bowling friends from college, I was in one of my teammates' weddings a couple years ago, and another one's coming to Vegas this summer, and we're hanging out.
Yep.
So it's, you just.
I just did helped Mike Shady with the coaching clinic Sunday, actually right down the road here, and we're using our friend Specto that he bought, one of our other teammates.
Yeah.
So we're actually, and maybe it's just because we're at that age where we have a little bit more time, but some of us are still bowling competitively, and we actually hang out together. It's
Exactly.
kind of funny, and it's just we randomly 5 guys got together in college and bowled together and won a national championship, and
So
we still hang out.
so great. Yeah, it'll be the right decision for you.
Yep, you spend a lot of time with those kids in college
You do.
with your bowling team.
So Samuel here finished with 249. We had Madden 208, Sebastian Vetter 213. I'm loving the live stream pair today. We're striking on the live stream pair.
Yeah, you picked a good pair.
I think Matt actually picked the good pair. Matt Orvis. We were deciding between two, and we ended up with this one.
Well, if anybody knows the good pair, it should be Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake just made a bad shot there. He made a lot of good shots that game. One other bad one, but looks like he's got this.
Yeah.
He's a little 220, so I think if they average what this pair does, it'll be some high scores.
Absolutely. Just looking around, Aaron Ojebe to the left, he, after his unfortunate first two frames of splits, he's gone spare, six-bagger.
Nice.
So that's, if you start a game with two splits, that's how you want to, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, finished. Yeah.
Don't
It's
give
like-
up. And
So I got 36 in the third. Oh, I can still shoot 240.
yeah, it's awesome.
That's the one thing, the big games that these kids can throw now from what I did growing up. You know, we just don't pop 270s right and left. And that's almost nothing for especially the U18s. But, I mean, the U15s are like, no problem.
Yeah.
I'll just punch out.
223 for Jake.
Yeah, he's really smooth.
Very smooth.
Reminds me of Zach Andreessen, a couple of the kids on the Mount Mercy team,
Yeah.
and Blake. They're just,
Yeah.
No extra effort, just comes through really smooth, let it come off their hand, and still coming off at 450. It's just so easy to repeat when you're not jumping up on it at the end.
Well, Terry, it looks like we're going to take a short break. We've got our pair, the pair is already here. They're ready to bowl. Thanks for joining us for this game. We'll have you back in throughout the weekend. You're saying the whole weekend, right? Perfect. We'll have you in throughout the weekend.
Yep.
To talk some more bowling. Thanks for joining us. For
You're
the weekend,
welcome.
too.
Yeah, this is
Thanks
nice.
for volunteering. And we are going to, like I said, take a short break, and we will be right back.
Roto Slim's telling you right here, right now, there's no need to be scared of this ball. This ball is a must-have in your bag. I can guarantee it. What's up, Rotoverse? Roto Schlem here to talk to you today about the Transform. And why do I say that? Is because we're transforming this thing into the future. And for those of you that have the original Transformer and you're thinking about getting this Transform Pearl, these two balls are not the exact same. There's a reason why they're going to react totally different, and that's because of the cover stock. If you remember, the original Transformer had a solid nano-free cover. This one, pearlized with 100% nano load in it. First things first, your favorite layout? Oh, it will work. Trust me. I know in the past, there were some different speculations, different thought processes on this. I'm here to share. There are multiple ways to drill this ball, and it's going to roll just fine. It's real simple. You're not going to drill into the wing. It's going to roll amazing because you're going to then create all this wobble and torque. As you can see, all these parts working, and that's what helps pull, as we talked about before, it helps pull the core in that direction. Same thing if you're left-handed, it pulls it into the pocket. Okay, Rotoverse, enough of me yapping. Let's hit the lanes and see what we got cooking with the new Transform Pearl. Designed for medium to medium heavy oil. You can always scratch it, right? So this is 100% nano loaded, like we said, microtracks. So it's loaded with nanoparticles. So if you scuff this, it will read earlier, right? But with it being pearl, it's still gonna get through the heads. It's just gonna be a lot more in the mid lane. Or if you like that little snafu-y stuff, you know, a little bounce off the friction, make you feel like me, it makes you feel like you hooked the ball. We want to leave it shiny as is. Condition-wise, like I said, the medium heavy stuff works great for league bowling, right? Because you're usually always going to have kind of that puddle where you've got something in the middle to kind of feed it to the dry and let it bounce and change direction off of it. And with the RG and the differential, you know, we got 251, 51 diff, and 15 on the split. You know, the 251 helps carry you through the front as well, not to mention the cover. And again, it's a big engine, right? So it's all about probably not ideal on the immediate fresh. It's going to be really good when the lanes start to transition and open up and you've got a little spot to kind of feed it to, or you get up and create angle to it. That's going to be probably where that maximizes. But like I said, in your league play, it's going to work on a variety of conditions. Should be one of those balls that you could probably use all 3 games. And even if it does start to feel like it's going to start to slow down, you know, maybe it starts reading a little too early, well, just edge your feet inside a little bit. Now you get a little bit more of that head oil. It's going to help push you through there. This ball's still going to have enough energy come around the corner. All right, welcome back. You just saw this ball in action. I mean, like I mentioned, she's a beaut. She does some things, right? And if you look across our product lines, again, it's about building variety, building puzzle pieces, making sure we get change direction in different areas on the lane. Because again, we don't want everything to hook in the same window. We want variety. And not only, you know, drilling this is variety enough, but now you pair it with the Microtrax Pro cover, boy, it's got some giddy up, let me tell you. Rotor Slim's telling you right here, right now, there's no need to be scared of this ball. This ball is a must-have in your bag. You'll be seeing this ball quite a bit used on the PBA Tour, PWBA Tour, PBA 50 Tour. I can guarantee it. Get this ball. We want it added to your bag, especially if you're a tournament player, get it in your arsenal. But enough of me talking, right? Be sure to visit your Storm VIP Pro Shop and get it today. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. Until next time, I'm Rotor Slim. See you later.
All right, we are back, and like promised, Shannon O'Keefe is in the building. Hello, Shannon.
Hi. I just stop and get my Starbucks, you know.
Oh, absolutely. It's crucial. Shannon, we are in game number 3. We've got some awesome bowlers in front of us. We've got Nathan Hatfield, Gavin Neal, Maddox Brown, Brandon Lee, Owen Cramond, and Henry Leachy. Looks like some U15 boys, I would guess. Maybe a little mixture of U15, U18, but...
All right. I like it.
Shannon, you haven't been in an SYC for a couple years.
Yeah.
What are your just first observations?
Well, like the first time, I'm just so in awe of how talented these kids are. Walking through the practice session yesterday was just like, man, I don't know who any of these kids are, and they all throw it so good. So it's just fun. It's such a great tournament. I was talking with Taylor Bailey this morning, and we were talking about SYCs, and she's like, man, I wish I would have bowled some of those when I was younger. I said, Taylor, they didn't exist when you were younger. Like, these kids have so many incredible opportunities now to compete and to get their feet wet, per se. And she was like, oh, yeah, you're right. I guess they didn't exist. And she's like, man, the opportunities these kids have. And
it's amazing.
It is so amazing, and it's so fun. My husband and I, we laugh all the time that, like, if the kids want to be, they can be professional youth bowlers. Like, there's always something to bowl. And so I think with that is, the old saying, iron sharpens iron. And so the kids will come out and they'll bowl and they'll see like, wow, there's all these other people just like me that love the sport. And it kind of pushes them. They push each other in such a cool way. So it's a lot of fun. They're very talented.
It's really good. We do have a bio for Nathan, and we do have a Del Ballard in the chat. So
Del,
hi,
buddy.
We miss Del. Yeah, I miss Alyssa bowling the SYCs because then I got to see Del and Carolyn.
I know. I was honestly so spoiled the last 4 years with college bowling because they were incredible parents that were just at every tournament. And even though she didn't bowl for us, I love Del and Carolyn.
They're the best.
They really are.
I know. And we get to still talk about them because Ballard versus the Big C is one of our charities. So we're raising money for a great cause that, of course, Del and Carolyn started because Del went through it.
He totally went through it. And, I have not been very vocal about this, but my dad just went through it and got the clean bill of health, which is amazing. But it was really scary. Our fall and winter in the O'Keefe household was, quite stressful. A lot of loss and a lot of just, life just testing us.
Yeah.
And so it is just, when you're close to people that you love that go through it, it hits different.
It's tough. Yeah, it is tough, and it leaves marks. It leaves residual things. We were just talking with a SYC parent who her husband went through treatment, and I can't remember which type of cancer he had, but he had cancer and he had to go through radiation. And she was telling us that, and Del knows this, but the treatment and the radiation, it affects your body in ways you don't realize. And
no doubt.
She said he was at home and he just hit his rib against something, and he goes, I think I just broke my rib.
That's wild.
And he went to the doctor and he broke his rib. And she goes, it's just because the bone density changes through the radiation. So it's all things that the families are helping raise money for.
It's such an incredible charity, and kudos to, it takes bold individuals to stand up and say, I'm going to do more. Like, not only are we going to beat this, but we're going to do more and bring awareness to it. And so just really grateful for them and everything that they do with that charity. It's amazing.
It is. Nathan Hatfield, who just shot that spare on, I'm pretty sure we're on lane 39. The lane number is Spanish. But anyway, he's from Houston, Texas. Bowls at Copperfield Bowl.
Oh, okay. I've bowled there a lot, actually.
17 years old. He won the Barnes Thanksgiving Youth Tournament.
That's awesome.
In November 2025, another great bowling family. He's a second-degree junior black belt in karate. And he wants to say hello to Mom, aunts and uncles, and Coach Donna and Coach Carol.
Oh, that's so awesome.
We know Donna and Carol very well.
We do. We love them.
Yes. There's so many great coaches around the country.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So
it is. And, the one thing that Brian and I really love about the bowling community is people all over the country and all over the world, but the community is quite small. It's like everybody knows everybody.
Everybody does.
And so you just meet some really amazing, incredible people along your journey. And so it's cool to see these little kiddos, start their journey and becoming part of the cool bowling community.
Absolutely love it, guys. And Henry Leachy here, he's from Green Bay.
Okay.
Bowls here at Ashwaubenon Lanes or Village Lanes, which is nearby. 16 years old, first SYC.
Yay.
He placed 22nd in the U15 boys division at last year's Junior Golds. First year competing in Junior Gold, so that's really good.
Incredible, actually.
Yeah, he loves staying active, and he wants to say hello to Belmo and his mom and dad. Belmo
doesn't want to say hi to Belmo. Yeah, really. Take note.
I just want to remind little Henry, Mom and Dad drove you this weekend. Although he's nearby, so.
But he's not Belmo, so.
I get it.
That's great. That's wonderful.
That's funny.
It's cute. So these are U18 boys then in front of us.
I guess.
We were thinking, they all look so young.
Everyone looks young, though.
I know.
We were talking about that last night, weren't we?
Yes, we were. When I was probably their age, we would be watching football on TV or basketball, and my mom would always say, "Oh my gosh, they're just babies," and I'm like, "What is she talking about?" And now I'm at that age where
we get it.
they're all just babies.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It is so funny.
All right, we have one. We have so the bios are optional, and usually U18 boys don't fill out their bios. You're shocked by that, right?
Just stunned.
But we're doing good on this pair,
Okay.
actually. Gavin Neal, he's from Higginsville, Missouri.
Okay.
Bowls at Alley Cats, 17 years old. He has bowled both a 300 and an 800.
Amazing.
Very amazing. He can solve a Rubik's Cube, and he loves playing Rocket League with his friends.
Okay.
Not sure
I
what
don't
Rocket
know
League.
me either.
Yeah, all right, we'll have to ask Gavin. And hello to all his friends and family.
How fun.
Yeah. Thanks for filling out your bio, guys. Lets us know a little bit. We got people from everywhere. Missouri.
I think that's what I love so much about it. It's what I always loved about competing at national events, and these kids are living it at a much younger age than when I
So cool.
began. It is
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah, we talk about that too because, not only are they meeting people from all over and they're getting the experience, but they're learning how to travel, which is so big. And they're also learning, like a lot of bowlers, Brady included, who's, I'm not sure where he is, but they had some flight issues yesterday. And that's something that
It's part of it.
yeah.
It is part of it. We talked about this morning, like how many times have we ran through an airport to catch a flight? Like it's a thing. It is a thing. So
Yeah.
I'm with you. Like, and so they're learning it. They're learning how to navigate when things don't go perfectly. They get to meet all these people. I mean, some of these people that they would have never met, now they potentially someday may bowl in college together.
Totally.
Or when they're in college, they know each other, so now they have friends on other teams.
So cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah.
So kudos to you guys at Storm and all the work that you guys put into. You guys make it seem so seamless and effortless, but being here the last couple of days just in preparation, there's so much that goes into it, even just by, building our little backdrop here in the live stream booth. And like, it's just stuff that people just take for granted.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it.
Mhm.
I mean, and you see it. You know how much work goes into
Yes.
being a college coach, and
Yeah.
the families get to show up and everything's ready.
Everything's perfect.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, don't worry about everything that happened. Yeah,
Right.
no, it's good, but I'm sure that they appreciate you too. And Dell here says that he loved following Jack State because they always knew where to play and how to attack the pattern.
Thanks,
So
Del.
I'm sure Dell came down to chat with you and then also was like, where are they playing?
Probably more watching than chatting, but
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like, look at that. That
part of
just it is part of it, and that's smart. That is a smart human, and a great coach.
Yeah.
If they, are unsure and they want to see it, you go to the person that. I mean, I would do that all the time on tour. Like, okay, like I feel like I'm bowling okay, and I wasn't much of a scoreboard watcher, but I would occasionally take a peek just to see what names were at the top.
Yeah.
I know what types of players they are, or I would just go find them, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little stuck. I'm not sure which direction to go. What are the leaders doing? And so awareness in our sport gives you so much power and confidence.
Yeah.
But you have to be aware. And so that's like one of the biggest things that we are teaching our college girls constantly is just be aware. Like, we're going to be your safety net. We're not going to let you do not the right thing for too long, but make sure you're helping yourself, because that's going to translate to when they don't have us as their safety net. So
Well, we joke with the kids, like, yeah, you need to be up when it's your turn. But there's no hiding where people are playing the lanes in bowling.
no,
So, and it's not illegal to go and watch where someone's playing the lanes.
not
So
at all.
find someone, if you're really struggling, find someone who bowls like you that is bowling well, and go see what they're doing.
No doubt.
It's okay.
It's not taboo.
Yeah.
They're not going to minus 20 pins from your score by looking.
Yeah. Now, please be up when it's your turn, because then you'll just annoy your pair mates
Yeah.
if you're always watching. But like on this pair, for example, we just had Elliot Gordon shoot 277. I can't even remember. But
Awesome.
I mean, I'm gonna watch where he's playing, right? Like, can I bowl where
Well,
he's at?
and not just that, like, if you know you're going to, like, these kids know what pair they go to next. So that was also another thing too, is if you have a second, go take a peek at what the people in front of you are doing. It's something that, you know, Brian and I tag team a lot. I take a lot of detailed notes when we are coaching collegiately, so we have extremely detailed information. And then Brian's kind of more the overall, like, let me keep a bird's eye view of what's happening and watching ball motion, and his head is constantly on a swivel, and he'll wander down, hey, what pair do we go to? And he'll wander down to see what teams are there and where they're playing, and we're constantly looking at, like, who started there, who are we following the last couple rounds, and we have a pretty good grasp of the teams in college bowling. And
For sure.
I feel like I'm always talking about college bowling, but that is my life.
Yeah, and these kids are gonna be, a lot of them are gonna be competing somewhere nowadays. It's so common for kids to move on to the next level of being college.
And the other thing that I've talked to a group of parents about this not too long ago is there's so many college bowling programs that
So many.
it really doesn't matter your child's skill level. There is a place for them somewhere.
Yeah, I love that. You said that yesterday, and I was like, I just love that.
But it's so true.
It is.
So many parents are like, oh, well, my kid isn't, like, the best in the country. That's okay.
Yeah.
Like, if they want to bowl at that next level, there is a place for them.
Yeah.
And I just think that that's great.
Well, and Terry made a really good point, because Terry coaches at a local school in Wisconsin, and he said that sometimes there are just obvious, this school is made for you, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes some of the families get into, when you're looking at some of the club programs and the NAIA schools, they're kind of close,
They're
like,
very similar.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
very
and
similar.
so then there's a little bit of pressure, like, man, I like these 4 schools, and he's like, take the pressure off.
Mhm.
Whichever one you pick, is if they're that close in your mind, just pick the one that feels right, and you're probably going to be okay. Like,
Yeah, I think one of the big things is I if I was going to guide a parent who's getting ready to start that whole process, I would say sit down with your child and let's write down the non-negotiables, the things that you have to have, whether, you know, through your college education or your college bowling. Like, what are those things? And then you go on visits and you write your pros and your cons list for each school, and do it immediately. Don't wait. We've been recruiting for a long time, and sometimes the recruiting process, if they want to go to multiple schools, can take a couple months. And so if you wait to make the decision at the end, you may forget some of the pros or some of the cons of the very first school you went to. And so write those lists down, get a really good idea of, that way when you go back, it's fresh in your mind. And then you just sit and you make the decision. And but also, a decision isn't necessarily permanent in today's day and world.
We were talking about that the other day, too.
Were.
Right? Yeah.
So many kids transfer, and not just bowling. I'm meaning more specifically other sports. But it's okay if you go somewhere and you have it in your head that it's going to be a certain way, and then you get there and you're like, wow, this is not even remotely close, and I'm not overly happy with it. It's okay. It's okay to find your happy.
Yeah, for sure.
It is okay.
Yeah, and I think the other thing too, like, I love everything you just said, and being honest with yourself during the process, because, like, there's a difference between, like, a kid that knows, man, I love going home and seeing my parents on the weekends.
Yes.
Right? You know that.
Yeah.
Don't try to make it work because you think I should be away from home.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
Like, it probably won't work out.
Well, if you make a decision and you're just a little unhappy, you have to ask yourself, like, what am I willing to sacrifice to stay here? And what am I willing to give up if I leave here, or vice versa?
Yeah.
And that nobody can answer that except you.
Right.
And so it's just, nothing is permanent. No decision is permanent.
And it's only 4 years, which it seems like forever.
Well, at this age, 4 years is forever. For
It is,
us, 4
that's
years
true.
is really not that long.
That's true, but I mean, at the end of 4 years,
Yeah.
I have a lot of the kids come back to us and they're like, "It went so fast."
It
and
went
we're
so
like,
fast, I know.
"We told you,"
Yeah. I know. I know.
because you don't want it to go fast. But if you did make, and that goes to show, like, the kids that made the right decision are the ones that
Yeah.
are saying that too. Because
No doubt.
if you're happy,
You're having a
it's-
great time.
It's gonna go
yeah,
really
you're on the ride of your life.
Yeah.
You know, and honestly, your college years should be like some of the greatest years of your life.
I agree. Yeah,
and
totally
so, you know, just you don't have to live where you're not happy. I
Yeah.
guess is all I'm saying. And it doesn't mean every place is for you, and it doesn't mean every place isn't for you. It just. But when you do make, I mean, they're making these decisions younger and younger. It seems
well,
like.
I just was talking about that because Elliot shot 297, by the way. I did have
Okay.
it wrong in my head. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. It happened right in front of me, and I forgot. So that I don't. But he bowled so good, and
Yeah.
it actually could have been 300. And he was so nonchalant about it the entire time. He's like, "Yeah, striking." Exactly. I'm like, dude, you're shooting 297. But
Yeah.
anyway, he was one that I knew he had committed to Wichita,
Mhm.
but I cannot keep track of when they're going.
Right.
Because
Right.
I'm like, I think he's going
Right.
next year.
Like right now, the kids that are getting ready to go to school in 2 months are
Yeah.
the class of 26.
right.
Well, Brian and I at Jack State are already recruiting the class of 28. Like we're
Yeah.
done with the class of 27. We've been done with the class of 27 since like January. And so it's the same thing for us. I remember this last year we had Gianna Brandolino and Caitlin Stoll come in as freshmen, and they committed to us as juniors. And I will never forget, like we were like, oh, I can't wait till they get here. It's just so far away. And now they're already done with their freshman year of college. And
Yeah.
we're like, wow.
That was
like,
quick.
That was so fast.
Yeah.
And so, but same thing. I'm like, Brian asks me all the time, okay, who's coming? Like, what's happening? And I'm like, we live it every day, and we still get lost a little bit with where everybody is and where they're going. And did
Yeah.
this person commit?
Yeah.
Did we reach out to them yet? Did we not? Like,
It does happen earlier and earlier.
It
Which,
does.
I mean, I actually think it's okay because we also were talking about that with Terry because he said that one of the families he was talking to locally, they felt like they wanted to commit early
Yeah.
to get the pressure off of their bowler
yeah.
because it was really hanging over their head and now he felt more free.
Yeah.
And I think that does happen.
No-
It's
no
a
doubt.
big decision.
It is a big decision. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, it's like one of the bigger decisions you're probably going to make in
Right?
life.
Yeah.
But again, it's not permanent. So
No, it's
try
not.
to enjoy the process more than letting it stress you out.
Yeah.
The other thing that we get a lot is, we ask kids, what do you want to study? And they don't know. And
Yes.
sometimes kids come and they're freaked out that they don't know what they want to study. And I'm like, you mean at 16 years old, you don't know what you want to do the rest of your life?
That's so weird.
Oh my gosh. But the amount of, and I'm not just talking like that we've seen through our program, but just like people that go to college in general, the percentage of how many people change their major throughout college is actually really high.
Yeah.
And so,
And it's okay.
yeah, and you have
Yeah.
to take, those mandatory classes anyway. So come in, take those classes, take a lot of different types of electives if you don't know what you want to do, and then
See what feels
yeah,
right.
Exactly. So there's lots of options, and it can most certainly be stressful, but try to let the fun and the excitement of it.
College is fun
Mhm.
nowadays. I mean, you
I
were
think so.
talking about like a
It's
lot
awesome.
of the opportunities just at the school, and I think that happens at a lot of different schools. Like they have just fun days that happen, right?
Absolutely.
Like the first week of school is just a festival, basically.
Feels
for,
like it.
for kids.
It
Like,
does feel like
yeah.
it. I'm like, are you even in class?
really.
Classes started last week. Are you sure?
Yeah. Are you doing homework? Like, should I be concerned yet?
So funny.
Yeah, the scores are high, by the way. Elliot
Okay.
Gordon.
This is the shorter pattern?
Yeah.
Okay.
After 2, Elliot's plus 97. Nathan Hatfield, who we're watching, he was
Yes.
plus 57. Started
Okay.
with 244. Tyler Williams plus 55. Alex Crawley plus 46. And then the top 5 rounds out at plus 36. So let's see how many are plus. Let's do this. Oh, okay, so there's only 15 plus. So there were actually more after game 1. I think it went to like 25 or plus. So
I'm
maybe it's
assuming
getting a little
everybody that is
tighter.
watching knows where to find all of this, but where do people
Yes.
find the scores?
Our scores are at bowlmetrics.com. I think I put the link. I'll throw the link in the chat here. That's a good call. And so that everyone can find it. And they are posted after each game. It's updated very, very quickly.
You guys do it so fast. Like, for anybody who runs tournaments, if you're wondering how they do this so fast, guys,
Bowlmetrics.
Bowlmetrics, they have a QR code, they scan it, they type the score in, and boom, it's
so
instant
easy.
and done. It is so amazing. I remember the first SYC I came to, you guys were like, hey, can you just go through and like scan the sheets and put the score in? I'm like, yeah. That's it? Like, we're done?
Well, yeah, we
Amazing.
walked into bowling centers too, and they're like, "Do you need us to like print out score?" And we're like, "No." And they're like, "Really?"
Amazing.
We're like, and we're like, "We just really need you to be the backup because
Yeah.
sometimes the kids don't write down their scores."
Sure. So you have to go get it?
Yeah, which happens, but yeah.
No,
So,
you
yeah.
don't say.
I know it's shocking.
You know,
right?
they if you don't do that on tour, they threaten to fine you, and so you learn real quick to.
Yeah, we actually, I have to say, sometimes we will. If we have issues with a pair,
Yeah.
we'll put them all in as zeros, and then they'll come find you.
Oh yes, that's
They're like,
hilarious.
we didn't pull zero. Are you sure? Go check your score sheet. They're like, oh.
That's so great.
Yeah. Yeah, they come pretty quick too, and that's the other thing we'll say too. Like parents, if you're watching, and sometimes they'll be panicked because like someone typed in the score wrong, and it's like
We'll catch it.
it's okay.
Yeah,
You're
we'll catch
good.
it.
Like we got this.
Mhm.
Over in the U18 girls,
Yep.
Holly.
Holly,
Yeah,
that's exciting.
plus 18. Larry Elthart's
Uh-huh.
tied plus 18.
I like it. I like it.
Sophia DeLucia, who just came back, she's from the Michigan area.
Mhm.
Plus, I shouldn't say came back, but she hasn't bowled in SYC in a while.
Yeah,
The Michigan bowlers have a lot to bowl in up there.
they really
They
do.
just hang out up there.
They really do.
like
Yeah.
we're good.
We're fine over here.
Savannah Portillo,
Mhm.
she's -6. So girls are struggling a little bit with the short pattern. It's actually a little shocking.
Do you find it to be a little more challenging maybe for the girls just because they are bowling with the guys?
So, yes, usually there is, so usually one age division struggles based on like who they're following.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes when the boys predominantly throw urethane,
No doubt.
the girls struggle a lot following that, and they know that. But we talked about that earlier too.
Mhm.
Like at Junior Gold, which is coming up next month, and everyone's kind of preparing. We're in that prep mode, right? They bowl in their own divisions, own genders.
Yep.
Never cross between girls and boys, and they have.
And really truly the amount of urethane that goes down the lane for females is so small comparatively.
Yes,
So
for sure.
that's a huge. It's a learning curve.
Yeah.
No doubt that it's a learning curve, and so I mean I actually really love the fact that you guys intermix them
Yeah.
like that and that they do that because I think the kids that are not afraid of it and they dive into it, they're learning more and getting more out of it because it's becoming more of a challenge
Yes.
than if it was just their own gender division. So
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Well, and Leanne works really hard. Like this tournament, if we can at different centers, we'll ask, hey, can we do a different cross every game so
Yeah.
they're not following the same pair
Yeah.
every game.
Yep.
So it's skip 2, skip 3, alternating
Yep.
throughout. And then I was joking because Terry asked about the like U12 division following the U18. He's like, that's probably really hard. And I'm like, it's really funny you phrase it that way because sometimes we'll have the U18 division come and complain that they're following the U12s, and I'm like, well, they don't like following you either.
Everybody's in it together.
Really.
So how about let's find a solution and not
Yeah,
like complain
right,
about it.
for sure.
But like, I mean, of course, everybody would love to hit the easy button and
Yeah.
things just be like smooth sailing, but that's not reality of our sport, and you can't always like if you're. Man, even going and bowling the U.S. Open someday and bowling the big boy stuff or the big girl stuff, like
Yeah.
you're gonna have bad crosses where you're just following people that are not helping you.
Right.
Yeah, and you got to figure it out.
we've talked to, because people ask if it's the same ratio of divisions at every SYC, and it's not, because it's like we open the fairest way to do it is you open the entries and let them sign up.
Right.
And then we have one squad, and it would be very unfair to do different squads.
Right.
We do it in Myrtle Beach. That's the only one because we have the 2 centers.
Right.
But it's very difficult to get equality in that.
Yeah.
So, you know, we do it this way, and it's
I like it.
going.
There's not a lot of events that do this, and
Right.
so I like it. I think it's great. And even though the older ones probably don't want to think about it this way, but at one point they were the little ones.
Yes.
And so to be able to rub shoulders with the older kids that you may look up to, I mean, it's pretty special, you know.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
those little ones, and you know, can help the older ones maybe lean into mentoring a little bit, and they don't even
Yes.
realize that's what they're doing.
Yes.
I think it's really neat.
It comes up a lot too when you see like the SYC or just the youth champions are now bowling really well on TV, right?
Yeah.
Jillian Martin,
Oh,
Spencer Robarge, Brandon Bonta, like he was on TV. Like there's I think this
Like
is a
7
replay.
times. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
But he was on Jillian. They had the replay going this morning of the U.S. Open, and some
So
of the
cool.
parents are watching.
But even to watch the kids transition into college.
I was just gonna say Gianna Brandolino, like these
Look at-
kids.
This is the thing that like we say all the time, and Gianna is just very special. And I'm not just saying it's because she bowls for us; she's just a special bowler. But
Yeah.
you know, she grew up bowling the EYT. She grew up
Yeah.
bowling the SYC, where they do intermix the kids, and she's just used to bowling with the boys. So she learned how to be able to get left and get her hand around it, and to do things. And in college for females, that's going to serve you well.
Yes.
Because if you can get left and you can still get your ball to hit and you can be effective, you will have the advantage.
Yeah.
You never want to get stuck on the wrong side of the friction. People have probably heard that. Some people may not know what that means, but you don't ever really want the load of friction to be to the left of where you're laying the ball down.
No.
You're just in a really bad spot, and it makes you feel like you have to be perfect, because you do.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
And so, anyways, so even down to that, it's helping these kids to develop their skills, to be able to be versatile, to be able to do some different things, and I think that's great.
Yeah. Well, and you know, you don't win 16 SYC titles, which Gianna did before she aged out. You don't do that by accident.
No.
Right? It doesn't happen. So, anyway.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have a little pause in the action
We
here while
do.
kids transition.
We're gonna take a short break.
All right.
And do you want to hang out for another?
Yeah.
Break? You good?
Yeah,
All right.
that's
So
fine.
We'll be right back.
Okay, bye y'all.
All right, we are back, and we've got a group of new U18 boys. We've got Tyler Paulus, Tyler Williams, Garrett Johnson, Ian Kloss, Alex Crawley, and Cameron Case.
All right.
And I have no idea. I'm sorry. I just got distracted by the TV screen, which actually you can see on live stream. What are they doing?
I don't know. It's like paintball or something. I don't know, but it looks epic.
Anyway, okay, back to bowling. We'll also try to pull up the scores. They're putting them in right now, so I don't want to pull them up right now, but we will put some in, and we'll see if anyone filled out their bios. This is the U18 boy test.
They get a gold star.
I was joking with someone, but it's not really a joke. I gave away a ball one time, and I didn't get any more bios than I normally get. So I'm like, all right, never mind. I'm good.
That's a good point. Yeah.
If you can't do it for a bowling ball, then you just don't want to fill out this bio.
Yeah.
And I get it. I understand. So we do have a Tyler Williams, an older bio. I'm wondering if he's from Illinois, bowls at River Rand. I think he's wearing an EYT jersey, so
Those are great.
that's a good.
That's a good guess. It's a good process of elimination right there.
I think so.
Yeah.
So he was 17 last year, so I'm thinking he's nearing the end of his youth career.
Okay.
He has 2 USBC Youth Open Eagles.
Wow.
He also played in the high school marching band.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, and he has a great family that he likes to say hi to. So, awesome. Let's see what else we have. Garrett Johnson, he's been bowling quite a long time. I think he also is reaching the end of his youth career. It's always kind of a bittersweet time of year because
Because this is the last one before they age out.
Yeah, we have one bonus one this year in Oregon.
Okay.
But
That's fun.
Yeah, a lot
Oregon's
of them.
far.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to get there.
Yeah, and it's right after Junior Gold, so
That makes it even harder.
exactly.
Junior Gold is, first of all, an exhausting week, but also financially for families. Like that is, it's a trip.
Yeah, so it's more for the West Coast families that although it's in Minnesota this year, which is closer for
It
them.
is closer.
But a lot of them, often you'll hear that they don't get as many opportunities as maybe the East Coast does.
Yep.
We do have one for Tyler Paulus when he steps up.
Okay.
Just wait. And I know Alex Crawley is from Whitefish, Montana.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yes. He's on the Storm Junior staff team. Great little bowler from the Montana area. Not so little anymore.
It happens
Great young
quick.
bowler. I know. It's insane. He has been bowling for a long time. His family moved from California to Montana and had a bit of a adjustment there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, especially in bowling too.
Yeah.
Because I learned this when I moved to the West Coast. You'll realize this, although you weren't bowling a lot when you lived on the West Coast, right?
No.
So on the West Coast, you drive about 6 hours to a tournament, and
Very
that's
true.
totally
normal.
normal.
Yeah.
It's like,
Totally
I have to
normal.
drive 8 hours? Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
On the East Coast, you drive 2 hours, and you're like, man, I drove so
That's
far.
so true. That is so funny you say that. It's so true. When I lived in Rochester, New York, so I grew up in Oregon, met my husband, he's from Rochester, New York. And so when I moved there, we didn't have a tour at the time. And so I just bowled on weekends. And every weekend from like Labor Day until Memorial Day, I'm not kidding, every weekend you could drive within 2 to 4 hours of Rochester, New York and bowl a tournament for thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, everything is so close. This is so amazing. So yeah, I just didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Of
Now, on the
Everything is so
collegiate side, you do travel quite
All
a
the
bit.
time.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it becomes normal.
well, especially like for us, like we're down in Alabama, and so we're definitely one of the further south kind of teams, and so we have to fly pretty much almost everywhere we go. We can
Right.
drive to 2 tournaments a year, and Nashville's the closest tournament when Vanderbilt hosts, and it's 3.5 hours away,
Right.
and that's like super close for us.
Yeah.
The other tournament we go to is North Carolina A&T's tournament in Greensboro, North Carolina, and it's about like a 7.5 or 8 hour drive, but in a bus it just takes longer.
Yeah.
And so we may be on the bus for 9 hours, but when you do the math of us driving from where we live to an airport, the time waiting in the airport, the flight time, then renting a car and driving to the tournament site, we're within like 30 minutes of just driving ourselves.
And you're like, all right,
So
fine.
we just drive. And the great part is you can take extra bowling balls. And so the really great thing on the NCAA side is that on the tournaments are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on Thursdays there's a practice session in the bowling center, usually
Oh, that's
midday.
nice. Yeah.
And you don't have to turn in we get 6 bowling balls that we can check in, and you don't have to turn that in until Friday morning. And so a lot of the times we will bring extra bowling balls for the girls. And when you drive, you can just bring everything.
Totally.
And we do that. I mean, there's times that just this last year we had the few tournaments we drove to, we had multiple girls that had like 10 bowling balls. Now it makes our practice session chaotic because we're trying to, get through these balls quickly. But I mean, it happens. I mean, it's very common for our girls to have 7 or 8 balls apiece at a tournament before we whittle it down. So driving makes it easier.
Yeah.
Than flying, but we still do it when we fly.
Yeah. No, I think a lot of you're talking about a decision that a lot of families are weighing this year too, because Minnesota. I mean, I've heard a lot of families that are like, yeah, we decided that we're going to drive the 9 hours or 13 hours was just too long. that it sounded like a flight at that point. So
Well, Brian and I even contemplated driving up there for recruiting purposes. We're in Alabama. It's 16-hour drive.
right.
And if you stop, like it just makes it really long.
It's a long
One of
drive.
our former girls is getting married in the St. Louis area the Saturday before Junior Gold begins, like during registration for them.
Yeah.
So we're going to be at her wedding. But we were even talking about driving to St. Louis and then we're halfway there. Let's just
no
keep
problem.
going. But then what really got me was, wait a minute, when Junior Gold is over, and Junior Gold is an exhausting week even for us as coaches because we're running from squad to squad to squad. It is a little bit easier now where we are at Jacksonville State because we don't have a men's team.
Yeah.
When we were at McHenry, we were trying to catch all the girls' squads, all the guys' squads
Right.
in multiple age divisions.
Yeah, that's gonna
gonna
wear you out.
We were so exhausted, but it's a little less stressful now. But still, getting and trying to see everybody want to see them multiple times, and it was the 16-hour drive home after that I was like, oh,
We're not gonna want to do that.
no. So we've now decided that I think we're gonna fly to St. Louis for our kiddo's wedding, and then come back to Jacksonville, and a day and a half later fly up to Minnesota. So,
All the travel. It's fun.
but I understand the weighing and flights are a little expensive right now. And so,
They are. We do understand. I mean, at the SYC, we try to run it kind of at a zero, right? We try to push all of the raised funds into the scholarship. So any
Nice.
extra donations go straight to the kids.
that's great.
And then on the Storm side, we try to not overspend, right? But these flights this year,
I know.
it's
It's insane.
yeah. Like if you're listening, Delta or Southwest, or any other flight, come on, give these families a break. But
I'm with you.
I know gas is up and everything seemingly is costing more and more.
Yeah.
We're with you, parents. We get it.
We do get it.
And kids, thank your parents.
Now, I will say gas is starting to go down,
It is.
but it went up way faster than it's starting to come down.
Yeah, it is.
But hopefully we're getting there.
I hope so too. Alex is just,
Those are great.
he has gained so much speed the last like 2 or 3 tournaments, like since Vegas this year. Because he's always been pretty powerful,
Yeah.
but he didn't really have that ball speed.
Yeah. It's necessary.
He's got it
Yeah.
now. He's definitely getting it down there, and he's always been a strong kid. But
Yeah. If there's any parents watching or kids watching and you're two-handed or your child's two-handed or coaches watching, like the biggest thing that I would stress with two-handers is it's okay for them to throw it 100 miles an hour because their rev rate is going to be higher, and let them just chuck it down the lane, because you can teach them to be more refined as they start to get older.
Yeah.
But what's really hard is teaching ball speed if they don't know how to move their body in the way to generate the ball speed at a younger age. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
totally. No, yeah, that's
And so a lot of
100%.
times, even we see it a lot on the girls' side, two-handed female bowlers, if their ball speed is too slow, their rev rate that they're creating is forcing them too far left. And so now they're trying to play the lanes where the pattern doesn't want them to play, and it makes them feel like they have to hit a dime down lane, because they do. And so a lot of times just the ball speed is a game changer.
Yeah. Tyler has the cutest bio, and I know he's like, don't call me cute. I'm a U18 boy, but I just have to read this. So,
Okay.
First of all, shout out to Deandra, because she runs the EYT series in Chicago. He bowls at River Inn. He's 16 years old. He's wearing an EYT jersey, but get this. His achievement, his bowling achievement, he's really proud of. I have to read it verbatim.
Read it. I love this. Please read it.
Let me set the scene. U12 EYT at River Inn Bowl. This was my very first tournament ever. In the final match, I needed to double in the 10th to win. I did. My first championship. I remember it like it was yesterday.
That is precious.
Another fun fact, his older sister is a national dance champion. And so he took tap and ballet classes as a young man.
It's incredible.
He thinks dance is really fun. Thank you, Caitlin. I want to stop there, because boys don't ever want to take dance classes.
Well, and if they do, they don't want to brag about it.
Agreed. But football players take dance classes. You will
Really?
hear like NFL players that started taking like a ballet class when they were young to make them light on their feet. Because sometimes you have to
helps with quickness.
and balance and all of the things.
That's so fun.
Yeah. So
I
anyway,
think that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love watching dance.
Me too. So he wants to say hello to mom, his big sister, grandparents, and all his family at River Inn Bowl. His coaches, Will Clark and Tamara Petrin of Mindset Gear. Tamara Petrin. Got it. Anyway.
That's so fun.
So cute.
It is so cute. I love that.
All right.
Do we have score updates, or are they still gathering?
Yeah, let's do that.
What do we got?
There
is definitely a pace issue.
We have some 5 pairs, bowlers pairs with 5 on a pair, and others with 6. So we are running into that, I think, now. Let's like a little peek though.
Yeah. What do you got?
It looks like U18 boys have half of their scores in.
What do we got in like the younger divisions?
Yeah, let's see
what do we got there?
U12 boys.
Okay, what do we got?
Well, again, we're only getting about half, but Bam Bam, Aaron Cabness, 172, 193, 199.
Wow.
By the way, he's 12 years old, guys. Like, actually, I think he's younger than that.
How fun is that?
Yeah, he's minus 36, averaging 188. Cooper Powell, he's up there. He's averaging 173. And Josh Worley, who actually, he's won 2 SYC titles in a row in the U12 division. So he's averaging 173.
That is so fun. Brian and I love going to the U12 and watching. I know that seems so silly, and people are probably like, you're there to recruit. That's such a waste of your time. But sometimes when you just are you just need something fun and refreshing. And we also have lots of friends who now have kids that are bowling.
Yeah.
And so we would go watch Jersey Bowl. And when Keegan Alexander was in the U12, we'd go watch Keegan Bowl. Now he's a sophomore in college.
Yeah.
And, but we used to go, and it's always like our favorite thing, because you got little 6-year-olds bowling. I mean, get out of here.
They're
It's so
adorable.
cute. It's so cute.
I think the other fun thing, I tell parents, when they come in and they're little U12 bowler, it's their first SYC, they're so nervous. I'm like, you really don't have to worry, because after about game 3, they're all friends.
Yeah, so true.
It takes first game, there's some nerves.
Sure.
The ones that have been here, they're like cool, but they're giving high fives. And
it's so cute.
yeah, then they're done.
It's so cute.
Now, Stevie Newton here.
Yes.
So all the U12 girls scores are in.
Okay.
Stevie is -1.
What?
In under 12. This is her last event in the U12 division. Junior Gold will be her official last event. But she has won 9 U12 titles in a row.
Oh my gosh. Well, then all the other U12 girls are probably happy to see her move
Moving
up.
on. Yeah, Taylor Morgan, she's right behind her. She's averaging 167, and we got Ellie Kate Murray making her return.
Yes, it's probably creepy to even say this, but like I saw her when she was like 5 or 6 years old bowling with that big old bow, and I just thought she was so cute. And she had like this little social media, and so I was like, well, let me just follow it because I love watching the journey, and they're just so cute. And so I hope that's not creepy that I was like following this.
I don't think it's creepy.
Little one's social media page, but I saw that she took like a 9-month break.
She did,
and we got to talk to her yesterday.
We did.
And I just kind of gave my 2 cents. I think it's so healthy to take a break when you feel that you need to, even at 12 years old. Like it's okay. And so it's good to see her back.
Yeah, and I do have devastating news for all the Ellie Kate fans out in the world, like the Gianna and Abby, who came in when they were under 12 and wore knee socks. I don't know if you've seen the pictures of them in their little knee socks.
Of course.
Yeah, Ellie Kate has decided she has outgrown the bows.
The bows are gone. You know, like at the very least, she should make a jersey with a bunch of bows on it.
Could you give her that idea?
I should.
That's a great idea, because then all of us who have watched her since she was young we're like, okay.
Or we could just have our friends at Colwick make her a jersey with bows on it.
We'll talk to G. He'll do it.
I feel like we should, because
we'll take care of it. Don't worry,
could
Ellie
always
Kate.
spot her. Her bow was bigger than her. She was so cute.
I know, and it does. I get it. You grow out of things.
No doubt.
I understand, but no, it's good. She should do like, I love that Verity does her flower.
I love it.
Like, she should have like a little bow in her backpack.
You know, Verity, most people don't know this. Verity she has that flower and has it in every color. And I believe she told me like her grandmother bought it for her, and she just loved it so much. So she wears it as like homage to her grandmother. And I just think that is so
sweet,
amazing, and very sweet. And so now she has it like in every color, and it's just so cute. And so
yeah. Shout out to Verity, who's going through a very random injury.
Yeah, she broke a bone in her foot, her leg.
Yeah, she got well, I heard it was a stress fracture.
Yeah.
But just showed up.
Random. Just showed up.
She was bowling, and she's like, yeah, it kind of hurts.
It hurts.
And then she went to the doctor. Like,
Poor kid.
Yeah, man.
But kudos to her for taking the break that she needs to heal.
For sure.
Properly.
Yeah, and we'll see both, well, not Verity, but we'll see Ellie Kate coming.
If not this squad, most certainly next squad, right? Do they just pick up where they left off as far as crossing? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is next squad. I'm trying to look. We might get some girls.
We can see the girls, guys. They're coming.
Yeah.
They're just
not here yet.
Still probably about 10 lanes away, but they're on the move.
Looks like we have an angry person. We're gonna go delete our. We have some spammers in the chat today.
What?
Come on, guys.
Show me what.
Look at this.
I don't even understand. Why are we?
I don't know either. We're gonna go delete. It's okay. It's okay. It happens.
Bless him.
Yeah. Then we're multi-streaming, so you don't even know, if you're not watching on YouTube, you don't even know what's going on. What do I want to do here? Oh, I want to go. Anyway, we'll keep running down some scores.
Yeah, give us 1 second. We'll go through some scores.
If I ever get to this channel, there we go.
Just block.
I know, seriously, I don't even understand.
Perfect. Forever. Can you do forever?
Please. All right. Taken care of. Anyway. All right. The fun never ends here. Can we give a shout out to Ashwaubenon Bowling Alley before I keep running down scores?
Yeah, Ashwaubenon Bowling Alley. I always want to say center, but that's not their name.
I know.
It's so great. We've bowled here so much on the PWBA tour. And they're just such a great host. We were just here with our college team for the ITCs, and they did just an incredible job. And so, just a great center. It's always fun to come back here. And we were talking about this, like, if you've never been to Green Bay, you guys have to come to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Brian and I have talked about this over the years a lot, my husband, about how much we really like Green Bay. It's such a cool town. It's really easy to get around. It's clean. I swear you never have to wait for a meal. It's just, everybody's so nice. But I will preface this that I've only ever been here in the summer. So I'm not so sure
how it is throughout. We've been talking about that too. But you know what? It's great in the summer. And it's great.
It's amazing in the summer.
And fall probably is a little great, although you do hit football season, so be careful. It might be a little crowded.
Yeah. But if you've never been here, put it on your list.
Visit.
It's a great little town.
All right, so we left off at the U15 division.
Yes.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let me refresh really quick and see if they've added any more since. It looks like U15 boys is actually they don't have a lot of games in. Let me see. Yeah, we're missing the bulk of the U15 boys.
Yeah.
So let's go over to the U15 girls. They're all in. Leia Pacific, who just won PBA Junior last weekend, one of the regionals going
Amazing.
on. Yep, she's at plus 16. Caitlin Stoll, not to be confused by Caitlin Stoll. She's in second. And then Ella Wagner. Olivia Titus is up there. And Aria Boley is up there, too.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. So now the scores are lower, U15 girls.
Sure.
Which short patterns are tough.
No doubt they can be tough.
I always like the short patterns, but I like to play to the right.
Yeah.
So
you and me both.
I'm like, I don't know, I would like it. But U18 boys, we do have most of the scores in now. Tyler Williams leading, and he is who we're watching. He's right here.
He is right here. He throws it great. I'd be curious at where he's going to college. Like I'm sure he's made a decision at this point.
Yeah.
I'm so curious.
I know.
You
We'll
should
have to
add
ask.
that. You should add that to your bio.
I should. That's actually a really good question. Like, if you've committed or
if you're committed, where are you?
to go?
Yes, or where are you interested in going?
Yeah, because then college coaches could be listening.
They could. You never know.
Alex Crawley, who's also on this pair, he's plus 81. So Tyler and Alex are 1 pin apart.
Wow.
And they're leading or second.
At plus 82 and plus 81.
And then Elliot Gordon, who had that 297, he struggled the next game.
Okay.
He's plus 74, though. And Nathan Hatfield, who we also just came through the live stream pair. Mr. Brady McDonough, though, who had a horrible travel day yesterday. I don't know what time he actually got here. Started with 177, understandable. 212, 254, he's in 6th.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his flight boarded at midnight last night.
No.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Willie is going to Wichita. Is that Tyler?
You guys call him Willie? That's adorable.
Yeah, I love that.
That doesn't surprise me. Like he's great.
Yeah. Wichita has a great class of boys coming in.
They really do. I mean, gosh, they're just so legendary.
They
And,
are.
Yeah, they're just great.
Yeah. I was talking to Larielle about that because she's going to Wichita.
She is, yes.
And I was talking to her mom, and, they were really happy with their decision. And she said it was a really tough process for them, just emotionally.
Aww.
Yeah. And then now her mom, because Larielle's the youngest.
Yeah.
And they're buddies. So her mom was like, I'm just not ready to think
Yeah.
about her being gone next year.
But she has a whole year.
Yes.
Like
yes.
a year and a half.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I was telling her, I was like, well, Wichita's really cool because they have a great alumni base of bowlers who are still competing.
Absolutely.
And all of, like Steve, we work with Steve
like a
Clemken,
sisterhood,
right?
yeah.
And Steve he has a Coach K scholarship that gives back to kids.
That's cool.
At Wichita. So yeah, it's just very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyler.
Yes, Tyler. Well, thanks, guys. Tyler is going to Wichita. Very cool.
Yeah. Hello. Columbus. That's my mom. My mom's
Oh,
watching.
hi, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I love your child.
aw, thanks, Shannon. We've had fun this week, though.
We have.
Yeah, and kids, if you're afraid to talk to Shannon, don't be afraid to talk to Shannon. Ever. I don't think if anyone is intimidated, but if they are,
Oh, I hope not.
I hope
try
not
to be
too.
so
I know.
kind.
You did a great seminar.
Thank you.
Yes, honestly, and you got some questions. You had a
I
big
did.
crowd.
Yeah.
I walked out and I couldn't even come out. I was coming
Yeah.
out to take a picture
Yeah.
and I couldn't come out of the room. I'm like, Deb, I'm here taking a picture.
That's fun.
So,
I love this sport,
Yeah.
and hopefully people can just feel how passionate I am about it, and that I just want to give back to our sport. It's given me so much. It's given me my husband, my career. My husband and I don't have kids, but through college coaching, I feel like we have
Yeah.
a bunch of kids.
you do.
And we're close with so many of them still all these years later, and it's just our whole life is really been given to us through this sport, and our friends, it really truly is a special place and a special community. And so I just want to pour that into everybody else so that they fall in love with it as much as we have. And
Well, and we love that you're here this weekend. Thanks again
you.
for volunteering and coming.
yes,
And,
I love being able to do this stuff. And with me not bowling on tour, if anybody listening doesn't know, I haven't bowled on tour in like 3 years. My summers are quite dry. I don't have a lot going
like,
on.
I
and
need people.
I need to do something.
Yeah, no.
And so we go from being so busy and running around like crazies with our college kids for 10 months that all of a sudden they leave, and now I'm like, okay, now what do? I don't know
Yeah.
what to do with my hands. Like,
Well, and I think you have such an interesting perspective that I think the kids and the parents realize now, because you're not competing
Mhm.
full time anymore, but
Yep.
you're almost deeper in the sport
totally.
than you were when you were
Totally.
competing. I mean,
Totally.
you're such a great advocate for your girls, which is great, and
you.
just a great advocate for the kids, like giving them answers to do whatever they
Yeah.
want.
Yeah. Try to be an open book and just help everybody. And I can take my Jack State hat off and put just love for bowling hat on and help guide people through whatever they're going through, because nobody's exempt from the struggle. Like, I had a really blessed career and was able to do some pretty amazing things in my career. And so people see that, but they don't see the tears and the devastation and the hard work and,
One of our scorekeepers is looking for the score sheet of the bowlers, and I don't
Nobody
have it.
has it?
No. This is what I said. I go,
You did say
I-
0.
0. Like, we asked the boys where it is, and then we're like, no, they don't got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, your husband
Mhm.
coaches for Team USA.
Yes.
Which we'll give him a shout out because he's traveling. Did they travel today?
This afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah. So Brian is the head coach of Team USA. But before he was that, he was the head coach of Junior Team USA.
Yeah.
And he was just part of like the coaching staff for a really long time. And so when I was on the team, the majority of the time, Rod Ross was my coach. And then around COVID, Rod retired, and Brian kind of moved up from the junior team to the adult team. So he has not traveled with the junior team to a world championship since 2018. And Kelly is the head coach now, and she's
Yeah.
just so phenomenal with those kids. But Brian hasn't traveled with them in a long time, and because I'm not bowling on tour and he's not with me on tour, I think he also kind of gets a little stir crazy over the summer. And so he had just mentioned to Kelly if other people weren't able to go on the coaching staff that he would be, he would love to go. So there's 4 guys and 4 girls, and they are flying to Arlington, Texas today for like a day and a half training camp, and then they're all leaving together from Dallas and flying to Malaysia. It's a
Wow, that's
36-hour
Oh my
travel
gosh.
like schedule.
How long do they have between the travel and the start of bowling?
That's a good question. I'm not
Yeah,
really sure.
yeah.
Like they'll have unofficial practice for a couple days, and then official practice
Yeah.
and opening ceremonies. And
That's just a
they're
lot.
usually there
Yeah.
like 4 days or so
Good.
before, just to try to get acclimated.
Yeah.
because it is quite the trip.
Yeah, and some families watching, we were joking about it a couple of days ago, but some kids don't even know that you can make Junior Team USA at Junior Golds.
Yes.
Which, by the way, Alex is just so intense and focused on this game. It's really fun to watch.
So good.
It's awesome. But why don't you give a little just overview for anyone listening that they're like, my kid wants to be on Junior Team USA, but they don't know how.
They don't know how. Yeah. So Junior Gold is one of the places to go, but now one of the equally great places to go is even Team USA trials in Las Vegas, because you can earn your spot on Junior Team USA and Adult Team USA. But Junior Gold, when I bowled the first one ever, it was in 1998 in Reno, Nevada at the stadium. And I think it wasn't titled Junior Gold. It was like titled Operation Junior Team USA or something. Like, it wasn't Junior Gold.
Oh, that's cool.
So everybody knew that bowling that is how you make Junior Team USA.
Right.
But it has grown so much over the years. I mean, there's like 3,300 kids that bowl this. And one of our first years coaching at McKendree, we had a girl coming into our program and she bowled Junior Gold. We watched her. And then at the end of her freshman year, we were talking about Junior Gold and Junior Team USA, and she was like, what? And I said, girl, that's how you make Junior Team USA, is bowling Junior Gold. I didn't know that. I'm like, girl, you've bowled it for like 3 years. And so, yes, they do give spots away on Junior Team USA, and I believe developmental
they do.
junior team, which is, I think, 15U.
I think so, yeah, because you have to be 16
by a certain date.
Yeah, because you can't bowl team trials if you're under 16.
Correct.
Yes, yeah.
But Junior Gold. Anyways, so yes, there's multiple paths to get there.
Yes.
But Junior Gold it all started with creating a tournament for people to make Junior Team USA.
Yeah.
And it's turned into an incredible national youth event with great scholarships and just a really cool tournament. Huge for recruiting for colleges because everybody's in one location and you just kind of get to see everybody. And I think people sometimes forget that, wait a minute, I can also be on Junior Team USA. And so these kids that are on Junior Team USA, they're about to have an experience of a lifetime on somebody else's dime. And that's amazing.
Great. Like, you get to travel the world.
You get to travel the world. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. Malaysia usually doesn't come up on a country that when you're planning, when you get older, oh, yeah, that's an easy one to go to. So if you can knock that one out early.
No kidding. Brian is so excited to go on the trip.
Yeah.
He's not excited for the trip.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, totally. The flight.
He says it's 16 hours to Thailand from Dallas. So they're flying 16 hours straight to Thailand, and then they have a layover, and then they fly 5 hours to one of the cities in Malaysia, and then they have a layover, and then they have like another hour and a half or 2 hours to get to the actual city that they're competing in. So it's a lot.
Have you ever been to Malaysia?
I have not.
Okay,
no, I've been to Thailand.
Yeah.
I was just over in Hong Kong because the adult World Championship was in Hong Kong just in November. And so I went over there with Brian and got to watch it. And I love that city. I bowled there. I won a World Championship in Hong Kong back in 2011. So I love that country.
Yeah. I would just, back to what you said about, kids not even knowing about Junior Gold, but it's another, like, when you're setting goals, and you have kids are goal oriented, which some kids are and some aren't.
Yeah.
But when you're setting those goals into Junior Gold and you bowled a few times, I believe, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Junior Team USA is picked off of qualifying, right?
Yes.
It's
qualifying.
If Junior Team USA is your goal, that's a great goal to have.
No doubt.
Because then you're basing it off of qualifying. Anything can happen in match play. Everyone who's bowled knows, like, it could go wild. You could be a leader, and then you're like, I'm out. I'm done.
Do you know how many Queens matches I've bowled where I might have the second highest score of the entire round, yet I lose my match? Like, so much match play is luck of the draw of who you bowl and when you bowl them. So, yes, they do it off of qualifying. And then if the person who ends up winning Junior Gold had already earned a spot through qualifying, then it goes down to the next spot. And it's really, really cool. So definitely something to strive for.
But yeah,
It's just an amazing experience.
Yeah. So, and I think we're wrapping up.
We are. We're close.
I know.
These
So,
guys moved, and we have. I think they're in like the 7th and 8th frame down there. So we may have.
yeah, this was
little
the
bit of time.
gap. This was the gap we were talking about. So we're gonna take a short break because there's literally nothing to watch in front of you.
Yep.
And we'll be right back.
Yeah.
But we'll talk more about junior gold, and maybe we'll have some girls.
And all the things.
Yeah.
And hey, if anybody has questions,
Throw them in the chat.
yeah.
We're here to answer anything. So we'll be right back.
Okay. Bye, y'all.
All right, we are back,
We are back.
and we have more bowlers.
The important
And-
things in life, right, Blair?
That's true. That is very true. Let's see here. I'm trying to pull up the pair. So we have Isaiah Derflinger, Bobby Bennett, Will Hudson, Ben Medina, Noah Waters, and Cole Rogus. So the bowlers you will see on our main pair, 39 and 40.
And for those waiting for the girls to appear, you guys, they are one pair to the left. They're coming.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They'll be here in the afternoon, but we will see a little preview. And I don't know if Dell is still hanging out with us, but Olivia Lizzie, Savannah Portillo, is that right? Yeah, Olivia Lizzie, Savannah Portillo, Carson Schroff, Anaya Hall, Lariel Tharps, and Landon Rocco. So that's a little mixed pair of boys and girls.
Yeah.
So you'll get to see a glimpse of them. Those are some great bowlers over there too. Anaya, Lariel, she's going to Wichita.
Yeah. Olivia's going to Wichita.
Olivia's going to Wichita, and Savannah
is going to Arkansas State.
That's right. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. If I don't know those kids, I'm not doing my job.
Savannah Portillo was an interesting one. She jumped ahead in school.
Did she?
Yeah. So she jumped a year, and her mom was talking to us because it was problematic in the recruitment process because all the coaches had her in one year, and she's like, "Wait, no,
and they were done recruiting the other year." Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That absolutely can be a bit challenging.
Yeah. I forget what I was going to do. Oh, I was texting Dal because he said, text me when Olivia is there. All right, so we'll give the scores a minute because all those, but now it makes sense why half of the field is not. I love that. We're going to have to talk about that when Cole makes his way up there. It makes sense now why we're like, none of the scores are in. Well, they were still bowling.
Yeah.
All right. Shannon, what do we see on the back of Cole's jersey here?
You guys, these are his dogs.
I love it.
Like, that's how you know that somebody you can trust is when he honors his dogs on his jersey.
It's amazing.
I love that. That's so cute. I had a jersey once that had, we had 3 dogs at the time, and it had their heads like on the jersey and all over the place. It was so cute. Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, are those your dogs?" I'm like, "They most certainly are." So I totally dig it. It's so cute.
Cole did fill out a bio. It's a little old, but he won the Michigan State Masters. Connor Rogus is his brother, who bowls the U22 Masters. He's aged out at this point, but he loves to bowl at Thunderbolt Lanes, and he's from Macomb, Michigan.
And I found out yesterday he's going to Spring Arbor.
Oh, nice.
I think that's where his brother bowls, and so he's going there. Like, how fun is that?
I love that.
Me too. We gotta change this. We gotta add a line, Blair.
Okay, I will. I could do it at the break, honestly. We'll just add it. We'll have a running change this weekend.
And that's how you'll know if they've filled it out recently or not.
Yeah, it'll be an easy one.
Yeah. Yep. Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like that one just fell off his thumb.
Totally. Yeah, it looks like it's got quite a bit of tape on there. He's messing with it.
That is the tricky thing. We always tell people, though, when you're playing the short pattern, you got to be okay throwing in the gutter sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending
I've
on where
thrown
you're
my
at.
fair share. I'm sure you have.
Oh, yes. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
So it does look like that the scores, which were high to start, have bottomed out.
Yeah, they start to settle down a little bit. Yeah.
Transition may not be very fun today. As we were talking about, like, boys and girls being intermixed. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's tricky.
Well, I think the biggest, the tricky part. So I'm going to talk old school here. I mean, before most of these kids were born, when we were bowl on a short pattern, like urethane has been around forever, but we didn't use it.
No.
We would take a strong asymmetrical bowling ball. When I say strong, I mean like a solid cover or a strong symmetrical bowling ball, and we would hit it with like 500 surface. And we would use the surface of the bowling ball to help slow the ball down, like to help it lose its energy. And so we would attack the lane, playing close to the gutter with that. And then from there, you could just transition a little bit left and chase a little bit left and maybe get to a little bit of a cleaner bowling ball, but you didn't have to really do anything crazy. With the amount of urethane that you see going down the lane now, urethane drags the oil down the lane. And so, yes, they started bowling on it. Is this a 37?
Yeah,
What is this?
I just pulled it at 37, 25 mils.
Yes. And so the problem is the kids that use urethane, and there's a lot of it, they burn up the front part of the lane, but they're dragging oil down the lane. And so now they're pulling this pattern, they're stretching the pattern. And so now, like, they could be bowling on like a 42-foot pattern where the fronts are toasty, but you have to feel like you have to still get it right, but now it wiggles at the break point.
So fun.
And so it can make it really challenging. And that's where, like, I love the fact that they're starting to ban urethane in most national tournaments. Even in college, I love it because for so long, we weren't doing that. We learned how to bowl differently than that, and I'm super grateful for it. So it can make it really, really tricky. And then when you have girls that don't have the rev rate as guys following them, it can be very tricky. And so the things that I have kind of learned to maybe combat that a little bit is maybe putting an asymmetrical piece in your hand. That way when it does get to the friction, the end of the pattern, it wants to kick off of the spot a little bit harder, has a little bit more left in the tank to want to kind of come off where the urethane has now stretched the pattern down the lane. Does that all make sense?
It does. And I think the asymmetrical balls, like, I used to only see kids, they loved symmetrical pieces, even pros, but now a lot of players use more asymmetrics.
They do.
Than they ever have. And I think it's what you're talking about.
I do. I think it's to combat the amount of urethane, because people will throw urethane on everything.
It's impressive.
It really is, and they can make it work. But it also at times can, I'm not going to say, this is a very harsh word to say, destroy the pattern, but it just can make it very tricky.
Yeah.
And so it really does boil down to who you're following. And like, that's one thing that the ball reps do track on tours. How much urethane is going down the lane? Who's using it? And that was one of my questions, because there were a handful of girls on the ladies tour that use urethane. And so I'd always ask, like, hey, was there urethane on this pair?
Yeah.
And because it would change maybe how I would attack it, maybe moves that I would make, and things like that. So,
well, you're right on, and I think this tournament has the 78 rule in place.
Yes.
But you're still going to see some of those 78 hardness urethane balls going down the lane.
Absolutely, it drags it down the lane.
Yeah, and I think I just lost my other point, but we'll come back to it. Anyway, I know what I was going to say. KEGEL is our lane pattern partner, and they really do work hard on the SYC lane patterns throughout the year because, first of all, making a lane pattern, people think it's easy. They're like, how hard could it be?
I wouldn't want it to be my job.
I wouldn't either. Half the time, I mean, JJ does awesome videos for our kids before the start of the tournament. Like the SYC bowlers, they get to watch these amazing just tips and here's how I would play it. But KEGEL looks at it and says, okay, the SYC is really challenging because A, you have bowlers that this is their first big tournament ever.
Yep.
And then you have bowlers that are on Team USA.
Yep.
And everyone's bowling together.
Yep.
And we want to make it challenging for the kids that do know how to play the patterns, but not too hard for the bowlers that this is their first event.
Right. But it still boils down to it. I think it will. No matter how you build a pattern, I think it's always going to boil down to who's bowling on it and what they're throwing and how that's going to change / manipulate the lanes. And I don't say manipulate in a negative way.
Yeah.
But every single time the ball goes down the lane, it's pulling oil off the lane and it's carrying it down. There are a lot of people out there that say carry down doesn't exist. All I would say is if your bowling center will allow you to, go practice on a fresh lane and go, before you throw any bowling balls, go down and look, and you will see that there's no oil marks beyond the distance of the pattern that you're bowling on. Then bowl for an hour, shoot at spares, and then go down and you will see constant little marks of oil. It absolutely carries down.
Yeah.
It's visible. You can see it. And so every time a ball goes down the lane, it's picking up oil. It's redistributing it down lane. But it's also soaking into the cover of your bowling ball.
Yes.
So though all those things are happening, and you can't see it.
Yeah.
It's invisible. And so it just can really make things challenging. So how people attack patterns with the surface of their bowling ball will, if it's more surface or
Yeah.
less surface, it'll rip the oil off the lane faster or slower, and all those things.
That happened last month because we were looking at the long pattern, and we were commenting in the live stream booth. Man, these kids are really putting a lot of surface on bowling balls, and it was a low volume of long pattern. And we're like,
well, that's where I think some people. It's always going to boil down to the education of our sport. Like people see the distance of the pattern and they think that, I got to put surface because the pattern is so long. But it's actually the opposite. The distance just kind of gives you an idea of where your break point should be. The volume should dictate the surface that you put on the ball.
yes.
So if you have a pattern that has 30 mils in it
Yeah.
and it's 35 feet.
Yep.
Or you have a pattern with 30 mils in it and it's 45 feet. The 45-foot pattern with less mils, the ball should start to hook sooner because it's not as thick, because it's the same amount of volume, but it's stretched over a longer distance.
Yeah,
I hope that all makes sense.
I think it does. And anyone listening, if you have any questions, Shannon is happy to answer them.
Yeah, for sure.
I was looking up, so our volumes this week. So we have the short is 37 feet with 25.6 mils.
Yep.
We've got 41 with 27.75 and 42 with 27.5 and 46 with 27.6. So the volumes actually are very similar.
Very similar. Yep.
And they're just changing the length.
And JJ is so great. He does so much research. If we're taking our college kids to go bowl a tournament and we have never been there before, I will always say, hey, do you know the age of the surface? Because
he usually does, right?
He usually does.
Yes.
And that just tells me a lot, too, for ball choices for our girls before we even step in the building. And you're like, well, what does that mean? Well, the age of the surface means that if they're older lanes, they have seen a lot of bowling balls go down the lane. And over time, that amount of friction just roughs up that surface.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much oil you put on that roughed up surface is still underneath. And so as you start to strip the oil off, the oil comes off the lane. At a microscopic level, our bowling balls look like a sponge. They got teeth, and they're always trying to grip the lane for the surface of the lane. And as you start ripping that oil off the lane, those teeth start to grab that surface of the lane faster. So if you have older lanes, it happens at a much quicker rate because it has the teeth underneath as well.
Correct.
It's almost like Velcro on the bottom and Velcro on the top.
Correct. Yeah, and we've had, because I think that the topography charts, sometimes the kids go and look for those, like if we're in South Point or somewhere where they've done topography charts, but I would be careful because South Point got new lane panels.
They did.
So that totally changes.
It does.
And if it hasn't been done again, you're not looking at an accurate topography chart.
And we got really into the topography thing with Rod Ross and Team USA, like a decade, 12 years ago or so. And it was always so fascinating. But again, we'd be bowling world championships and they'd give us the topography map, and you would see some coaches of other countries and they would tell their players to move on the lane before they even threw a shot, thinking they were doing the right thing.
Right.
But the topography, we're talking like it's like hundreds of thousands of a inch. I mean, it's like it's thinner than a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Is what we're looking at there. And yes, on some lanes, it most certainly.
Right. Yeah,
But
if you
how-
have an outlier lane, right, you look at it and there's like a puddle of a color. You're like, yeah, this is probably going to play different.
But be aware of it. Like anytime we had it at like a team trials, they would always give us the entire
Yeah,
packet,
yeah.
you know, for topography or queens.
Yeah.
And so I would bowl, but if I go to a new pair and I strike on the left lane and I'm playing them the same as I just did, and then I go up and I 4-pin on the right lane and it feels like it was a good shot and I slid where I wanted to, I would then go take a peek at the topography map and say, okay, well, they don't really look that different, but maybe there was more surface that went down the lane on, you know, or sometimes like you would 3-6-10 and you're like, what the heck was that? That was pretty good. And you'd look at the topography map and you're like, wow, okay, that makes sense. And then I would make an adjustment, but I would still always let my bowling ball that actually rolled down the lane be my guide versus looking at the information and being too quick to.
There's a lot of information in bowling.
You just have to know how to use it.
100%.
We tell our girls all the time, knowledge and information in our sport is power if you know how to use it. It's an advantage, but you have to know how to use it.
Yeah, and sometimes I think people, as we watch Isaiah, that was a great
He throws a
shot.
great too.
Yeah.
All these kids, it's really incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. But so if you're a kid or a adult and you're like, I do not understand the tech of bowling, right? I don't get the RGs. I don't get the diffs. I don't get this. But you learn about ball motion.
Yes.
And you learn about what bowling balls are supposed to do in certain ranges. And you have a great pro shop operator or a coach that you can depend on to help you make these decisions.
Yes.
It can be a team sport, and it's
Use
better
them.
as
Use
a team
them.
sport.
Use your resources.
Yeah.
Use your resources.
You don't have to know everything about the game because there's so much.
Well, and also to go with that, we also tell our girls all the time, you know, awareness, be aware of what's happening. But also, if you have 7 different people giving you their opinion, you got to kind of sift through what of those you're going to choose to use.
Well, and that's what the last few events we've been talking. We've really been trying to get parents and bowlers and everyone to get a coaching team that works well together, right? I think that you probably have kids that come to you with personal coaches.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely.
And I'm sure that you probably have some open communication between
100%.
those coaches, right?
Yes.
And so in other sports, like I always go, you know, you played softball and I always go back to baseball and softball, and this happens in other sports too, but you have a pitching coach, you have a hitting coach, you have a running coach, you have all these different areas.
Then you join a team and you have a head coach.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We most certainly in recruiting processes have, you know, been in talk with other coaches, and the biggest thing we say all the time is, look, it's not about you, it's not about us, it's about this kid, and it's about all of us working together to make that kid the best that they want to be, and you know, we have to all be on the same page. So communication is going to be key, and that's just what it boils down to.
100%. Dell wants an Olivia score check.
Olivia is clean with no doubles, so she's on 190 pace.
Yeah.
And that's through 6 frames.
And that's pretty good on that pair. It looks like Larielle is, she has a turkey.
With an open, so she's on 2-0 pace.
Yeah. So anyway, there's your update.
Yeah.
Del, you're welcome. And then if you're looking for a bowler, like we love, you know, popping in and watching, but we do stay stationary with the cameras and let the bowlers move because that's just the fairest way to let you see some bowling action.
Yes.
Let's see who else we got. We got Brett Biondo over here. He's a new SYC champion. He picked up his first title this year.
Well, and my gosh, like I remember when he was just this little baby
I
running around. Like, it's just so
know.
freaky.
I
It's so
know. Like,
freaky
he's
to
the
me.
little Biondo. Like,
He's
yeah.
the baby bee, and now here he is. Like,
Yeah, like a grown-up.
yeah, just forget it. They grow up so fast.
Yeah. Another great family of bowlers there.
Awesome family.
Yeah.
Awesome people.
It's like we have a shout out for Noah Waters. He is stepping up.
I was gonna like.
Yeah,
he's right here.
Yep. And Noah actually filled out a bio. Let's see.
Oh,
He is from. Oh, can you pronounce Algonquin, Illinois?
Algonquin. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bowls in Metro Bowl.
Yeah.
17 years old. He won the first JBST event he entered back in March.
Awesome. Beating his good friend.
Brett
Brett
Biondo, right next to him.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's learning how to play golf.
That's fun.
And he also recently began working as a food runner at a country club.
Oh, how cool.
He bowled in Connecticut. That must have been his first. Oh no, he's bowled a few events. So anyway, wants to say hello to grandparents in Illinois who are watching.
That's so fun. Hi, Grandma, Grandpa.
I know. I love saying hi to the grandparents. And that's really why we do these streams. Like, we don't charge. We don't have a big fancy system. But we know that either mom and dad have to split it and mom comes and dad stays home, or vice versa. Grandparents maybe are watching. And grandparents are so supportive in these kids' life.
I love it.
I mean, it's
You know,
just,
Brian and I've mentioned this, we don't have kids. And so our college girls just become our kids. And I've been playfully threatening them that at some point when Brian and I retire, we're going to buy an RV. And you never know when Grandma and Grandpa O'Keefe are just going to show up at your kid's t-ball game.
I love that. Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
So we will be those supportive grandparents as well.
it's
We'll be
fantastic.
we're just going to latch on to our kids' and
Pile the dogs in the RV.
exactly. See, that's why we need an RV so we can bring the dogs.
You do need an RV. And
By
the
then
way
I'll
that
probably have
dogs-
10.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. The way dogs show up at your house, you might like.
That's so funny.
I love that though. Although I always joke because Cole is repping the dog jersey.
Yeah.
One of my friends at home started fostering dogs, and I told her, I'm like, I could never do that. I would adopt them all. They would all be foster
fail every time. Taylor and I think I said this too a couple days ago, but
Yeah.
Taylor Bailey, she bowled for us, and she is just our child. Like, we used to call her dad Uncle Jeff. Like, it was just, we're the parents, Uncle Jeff.
Yeah.
So, but her and I talk all the time, and we even talked this morning, and I told her, like, at some point it would be so amazing to just have all the money to where you didn't have to stress about that part of life.
Yes, agreed.
And
Yeah.
I would buy a big old lot of land, and I would have the best dog sanctuary ever,
Yes.
and I would just collect them.
Yep. I would.
I
too.
don't think I would adopt them out because I wouldn't trust anybody to take care of them better than me, and then
They'd just all be there.
they would just all be there.
Yeah.
And their house would probably be nicer than mine, and I would hire all the best vets, and I would pay anybody who wanted to work there a ridiculous amount of money because, remember, money's no object.
Yes. It's
And
true.
that's what I would do. That's what I would do with my life if money was not an issue.
It doesn't sound bad.
Sounds amazing, right?
Yeah, I think I'm on board.
You got to dream big, Blair.
I'm telling you. I mean, it's. I feel like some days when me and my neighbors get all of our dogs and go on hikes, we have a pack of dogs. You probably feel the same way.
Yeah.
So,
We totally.
Yeah. Great. It's great.
Yeah. We've rescued a lot of doggies in our life. And
It's so awesome.
it's
Dogs
just so
are the best.
rewarding.
Well, you were at Storm the day that I was like,
Yeah.
hey, sorry, I have to leave.
Yes.
I'm going to get a dog.
Yes.
You're
Yes.
like-
And I was like, what?
Yeah,
Let
really.
me come.
Yeah.
As I get older, I tell Brian, I'm like, you have rough days with people, and you're like, I just really think I like dogs better than people. I'm just at that point.
Yeah.
No offense to any humans.
No. No. If you have a dog and know a dog, you understand.
Yeah.
They are better.
Yeah.
I just got a text update.
Yeah. What do
Ellie
we got?
Cates
Yeah.
shot 200 game 5
Oh,
She's
that's
gonna
so
medal
fun.
in her first tournament back.
Oh, that's very cool.
So there's your update in the chat.
Because they bowl 5, right? This is it.
This is the last game. We're almost entering the 10th frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
These scoreboards are slightly hard to read. I think for anyone in the chat watching and they're like, I can't see the scores. The board apparently had an update this morning.
Oh,
which
so
threw
hopefully it'll be on later
everything
today.
off. Yeah, so you should be able to see scores on the big board, hopefully.
But they can look at bowl metrics, and don't
Yes.
they have Lane Talk here? I'm pretty confident that
I don't know.
this is a Lane Talk bowling
let's
center, so
look.
you can go into the Lane Talk app
Yeah,
and you can find your favorite and follow them on Lane Talk.
that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't use Lane Talk,
Oh my gosh, we use it all the time.
we do too.
We stalk our kids over the summer. The kids at Bowl First, we stalk them at the tournaments that they bowl all the time, and we're like, oh, there's Lane Talk, and so we will watch as much as we can on live stream. But if they're not on a live stream pair, and the bowling center is affiliated with Lane Talk, we most certainly use it.
My Lane Talk forgot my
Let me see.
information.
Let me see. I know if you don't use it regularly,
No,
it tends to be a
come
thing.
on.
Let's see.
I thought I used it regularly, but it said no.
Maybe it's going through an update.
It might be actually.
Ashwaubenon Bowl. Yep, there's 112
perfect.
people looking at it now.
Perfect.
So, yeah, guys, it is there, and it gives you real time.
I wasn't doubting you because you've been in the center.
Yes,
few
recently. Yeah, just recently. So if anybody is looking for somebody specifically and you don't have Lane Talk, throw their name in the chat, and I can tell you because most of them are wrapping up. There was just a little slowdown.
Yeah.
So the people that are bowling in front of us and a few people on the low end, they're wrapping up game 5. Most everybody else is already done. Is there a way to, just a suggestion, but when you put their names in the machine, is it possible to put like U12 next to their name or U15?
That's a great question. Yeah.
Because that way
That would help
you
us.
can look
That's
at
a
it and you can
great-
just see.
Yeah, I wonder.
I mean, they have to type in all their names anyways.
Right.
So if they just add something at the back end of it.
I like that. We will ask Leanne if that is possible because I do think that would help. Because we do have a lot of mixed pairs too. Sometimes.
I mean, yes. I mean, you most certainly can go into the bowl metrics and you can see them in the division, but it's just like another way to see it quickly without
I
having
love
to go
that.
search.
I do love that.
Like a junior gold, they're in their respective divisions, but in a mix, that would be really cool to be able to see that. Look at Isaiah.
I know. Well, and he's collected a gathering of friends you can see behind him.
I love it.
That's a good shot right there.
Yes.
I wonder where he was at. Let's look at his scores leading into this. I mean, I think they are running total, but
Yeah, the totals up there are the
Yeah.
running totals. So it doesn't look like he was bowling great, but
yeah,
hey, it's a good way to finish your
no kidding. Yeah, he had a very rough game 3.
Did he?
Yeah, that was so he started with 214, 195, 144,
Yeah.
176.
So this is good. This will get
This
him
is
back
great.
to even.
Yeah.
That's great. It's a good way to finish and get you feeling good about the afternoon.
And that could just be a pair. Like I
No
see
doubt.
some lower scores. Even even some guys up near the top, they like almost everyone has one off game.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking there might be
There's
pair
a
to
rough pair.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, that
Which
never
is a
happens.
thing. No,
never
never.
happens.
Never. That's
Every
funny.
pair is perfect in every bowling center, right?
Yep. Across the world.
That's what you should tell yourself before you bowl. Just make yourself feel good.
That's funny.
We are, like we talked about, we are going to finish up here. But if you're a bowling fan, looks like Battle of the Brands is on. CBS
Is that
Sports.
live?
I'm pretty sure this
Okay.
is live. I think today is Battle of the Brands, and
then tomorrow is the. I can't keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, this is live.
Okay, that's fun.
And Rotogrip is bowling.
Yeah.
So go Rotogrip.
Yeah.
I saw Roto Schlem making some faces earlier.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he is there. And here's Noah. I know we did have some fans watching him. So Isaiah finished up with 258.
Mhm.
Ben, 208. Great game.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Kai Struthers to the right. He's a Junior Team USA member.
Yeah.
Off to Lawrence Tech next year, I believe.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Tell says I can't find my favorite. She aged out.
Oh.
I know. She's aged out of college. I'm
Stop.
looking for her in PWBA world.
I wonder if Carolyn in Dallas is probably frowned upon, but I wonder if they would. I mean, probably. They'll probably become Wichita fans because Olivia.
Liv is
But
there.
like, are we third in line? Like,
I
can
mean,
we
you
get?
said you loved Jack
Can
State
we
earlier.
get Dell and Carolyn some Jack State gear 4 years from now when Olivia ages out of college and you guys just
Shannon's
can we claim
pulling,
you?
pulling for you. Come back.
come back, guys?
Aw.
Two of my favorites.
Dell is so smart.
Mhm.
And Carolyn's so
I mean,
great.
I always looked up to Carolyn,
Yeah.
and then I got to be on Team USA with her. We got to win World Championships together, and they're just amazing people.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know them, you are missing out.
Yeah, for sure. There's Savannah here, too. She's trying to finish out her good block.
She is.
You know, when Savannah started bowling tournaments, we asked her if she liked Portillo's,
Oh, that's
even
funny.
though she's Portillo.
Yeah.
But we're like, come on, you have to like it. Like, she's like, yeah, I do like it.
You know, I'm gonna be the person. I don't like it.
I know, it's okay. It's all right.
And I like hot dogs.
No,
I
I've
don't-
heard it's like, if you live there, people say it's like the McDonald's.
Yeah, it's like
of
their favorite
hot
thing,
dogs.
yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I heard so much about it. Back when we were at McHenry, our men's team bowled up there multiple times, and I would go up and help coach like the JV team when our girls weren't competing. And this one time, they're like, "Oh, Portillo's, we have to go," and I'm like, "Okay, like it's gonna be amazing." And I didn't like it.
So did you have one you liked? Like any
Like
of the beef
ever?
place?
No. It's so sad.
She's like, no.
So sad. So
I get
anybody,
it.
I'm not trying to offend anybody from Chicago, but it is not.
No, I think a lot
wasn't
of
for me.
people that live there are not. It's not their thing. So
Yeah.
I get it. We like it though. And by we, I mean Gary Hulsenberg and myself.
Yes.
Dan does partake in a
Yeah.
Portillo's, but if you're traveling with Gary to the Chicago area,
It's happening.
at least once. You show up and you're like, yeah. But then he gets a hamburger. So I'm like,
He does?
yeah, at
It's
Portillo's.
like sacrilegious.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe I need to give it another go. It's been a couple years.
I think the beef is pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, good pickup, Will. All right, and with that,
That's fun.
we
Dang, just done, just like
we're
that.
done. That's it. That
Okay.
was it. And we'll be back. We will be back at 2:30 this afternoon.
Yes.
You're gonna give some awards out to
Yes.
some awesome bowlers.
I'm very excited for that.
And then we have 2 rounds tomorrow. But if you've joined us,
Yeah.
thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for hanging, guys.
Yeah, and we'll be back in the afternoon. So we're gonna
Sounds
go
great.
grab some lunch with all the kids.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye, everybody.
You've been watching the 2026 Super Slam Wisconsin. The Super Slam Wisconsin would not be possible without the generous donations from our sponsors: Storm Bowling, Cool Wick, PBA Junior, KEGEL, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Shoes, Ray's Eyewear, Ballard's Bowling Academy, Master Industries, Quality Respite and Home Care, and by TD Transportation. Special thanks to the official scoring system of the Storm Youth Championships, Bowlmetrics. The preceding was produced exclusively by Storm Bowling. For more information on upcoming events and more, please visit stormbowling.com. Once again, thanks for watching.